Well, you want to woo-woo?
I like having fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people who can make me laugh.
Last night.
I like having fun.
Last night I had a dream.
I like having fun.
What?
To meet people.
Last night I had a dream.
What?
A dream.
But why?
I've been taking little melatonins, gummies to go to sleep, and they've activated my dream mind to a very, very, very intense degree. I dreamed that I had been cast on Saturday Night Live. How could this have happened? I was in the room. I had clarification that I was only cast as an actor. I would not be in the writer's room. I was filled with anxiety as my first live show approached. Would I fail like Tim Robinson or other one-season cast members? Fred Armisen was there. Why? He has no affiliation with the show anymore, only his legacy. I met the director, and the director let me know how the show was going to go. I said something I would have said to Ben Berman back in the Awesome Show days. I said, I'm going to play to you. I am going to try to make you laugh. What he said, I don't remember. It was not reassuring. It did not make me feel wanted. It did not make me feel like I was in a safe place. And I knew that this experience would be a ultimate failure for me. And it would have become the worst decision I ever made. Then I woke up because we got a show to do, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Doug, why do we dream? The point.
Why do we dream?
I'm trying to rest. I'm trying to get out of my own head and go away for a while. And there I am going through a whole fucking mini-series, a soap opera. It's like, give me a break. Can I get a break? Good morning to you. How was your dream night?
Get horny.
Vic, why do we dream?
We dream because our mind gets bored when it's sleeping. There's nothing going
Wrong
on. So
answer. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful today. I'm having a great day.
All right. And we've got Captain Carlin here.
Hello.
And in studio, great energy from you guys this morning. Really positive. It truly is. Matt trying to get advice about how to get out of jury duty this morning. I said, buddy, it's your civic duty. The government doesn't ask for much. They ask you to pay your taxes and judge others.
They take those taxes north of Richmond, and who knows what they do.
Well, I say do it. You know, chances are you're not going to get picked because of your dull mind.
But you didn't get any of the advice that you wanted to. Everyone's like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, we did it. Like, what?
I want it, yeah.
You want to hear,
all
like,
the
how do you not do it?
Weaseling out.
Well, it's karma, man. You want to have smart cookies on your jury when you go in.
I want dummies I can fool.
In studio, the great Scott Rogowsky is here.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Temple Pride.
You know,
showing up.
It's for the cause. It's really for Bill. I didn't know there's any other affiliation.
Oh no,
Temple
I went
here.
to Temple.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, I rep it every day for the man who did his time.
Yeah,
So he's out.
Is he? Yeah, I don't know.
Is he still blind? I think he got his sight back miraculously.
Miraculously, yeah.
No, Scott's here. If you don't know Scott, you're a dimwit.
It was 20 years ago today.
Do you ever meet him? The cause? You ever meet him? Yeah,
So you look
I'm
at me. I
talking to
can't
you.
with your glasses.
No,
here,
I can't. I know. I have my sunglasses.
Yeah,
on
it's
for
like
some
who's
reason.
blind here. No, I never met Bill Cosby. Why would I meet Bill
He's just-
Cosby?
well,
I think I
If
met
anyone
him
met Bill,
because
you
he
must
gave
have
me
met
my he gave me my diploma.
Right.
He gave me my diploma too up at
No.
Berkeley. Yes, he did. I swear to God. I probably told this story.
He did that
yeah.
racket, the commencement
He
speech
just
racket
did
for a
Yeah.
while.
and he showed up in a full sweatsuit.
Here's what
Full
you're gonna
sweatsuit.
do
Sick.
when you graduate. See, you're gonna get out there and you're gonna get a job. There no jobs. See?
But you know, the girl in front of me when she went to get her diploma, she said, "Can I give you a kiss?" And she, and
Oh, I love
and
that.
she kissed him.
Why
and
do
he
you
goes,
think I do
He
this?
goes, pudding pops. I swear to
Wow.
God, pudding pops.
Why do you think I do this?
Into a microphone, he said.
It's not for the kissing and a little bit of kissing, see?
Those honorary degrees. Imagine how many honorary degrees that guy has stacked up.
Got a
Somewhere.
whole room of them. Now, Scott, back in what years are we talking now? 2008, 7?
What for
HQ?
2007, 8.
Yeah.
The pandemic has certainly shifted everyone's sense of time.
As
it
late
seems.
as early as more
It
recent.
was more 2017, 18.
Aha! Yeah, that makes a lot more
yeah,
sense.
Yeah,
I have no. I mean, the dates
No.
I know are 2001,
right. Space Odyssey.
2001 World Trade Center collapse, 9/11. Then everything gets like you could ask me when the Iraq War was. I would say 2004.
That was till last
then-
week.
Yeah. But I don't remember in my own life when anything happened. I don't know when I was married.
Or number twos, or number threes.
I kind of know when my kids are born because you have to add that information to so many legal disclaimers these days.
Yeah. But you seem like the kind of guy, because we talked a little bit a month ago or so at that show when we met. You don't dwell in the past. That seems to be
I
a
look
theme. with you.
forward.
You look forward. You're on the cutting edge.
Yeah.
You're always moving the ball forward. And so
just
I
do
gotta
it.
kind of
Don't think about
appreciate
it
that and
too
respect
much.
that about you, because I'm someone who dwells in nostalgia
You
and lives
do,
there.
and I
do.
told you I have no interest in that.
You have
And
no
I don't know
interest.
why I have you booked.
Right. I mean, how can I be relevant to you at all?
on any level.
At any level.
No, I like you a lot as a person.
Thank you.
But HQ trivia was what I think I kind of glided over
Right.
that. This was an internet phenomenon. I played it. Everybody played it.
You did?
Yes, of course. I'm on my
Okay.
phone looking
All
for
right.
things to do. That and Words with Friends.
Words with friends.
It's a big one. I used to say Words with Friends always trumps sex with wife. You know, you're at night.
You always said that.
You're getting in bed at night, and you're like, "Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night, everybody. Good night, sweetheart. Just got to do something here."
How about sex with friends over words with wife?
I've not had sex with any. I mean, I consider my partners to be friends. I have romantic partners to be friends.
Do you? Yeah.
Anyway, I want to talk about
HQ.
that. I want to talk about trivia. Not trivia. I mean, I want to. We have a call out to our listeners. See if you can stump Scott on some trivia. Maybe I'll slide in there and answer before him. We'll see.
Okay.
Put
But-
this P word right in your face.
And you're no expert on trivia.
I'm not.
And you don't really even have an interest in it.
Look, the truth
you?
is, no. I mean, I started my career in the business of show back in college as a stand-up, and started, open mics, all that. Moved to New York City after school, did the open mic scene there. Started doing, book shows. Started producing my own shows, my own
Yeah.
talk shows, and I really was like, I want to be a talk show host.
Yeah.
Letterman, Conan.
Yeah.
I mean, I would look to them as my North Star. And I always, Conan in particular, for inspiration, because this is a guy who was famously plucked out of obscurity, out of a writer's room,
You're like, why not me?
thrown
Oh,
on
yeah.
national TV. Right, why not me? In fact, when Jimmy Fallon was announced as the host of The Tonight Show,
Yeah.
and he was moving from late night to Tonight
Yeah.
Show, I'm like, this is my chance.
Right, you're gonna slot into
This
that
is
late.
my chance.
Yeah.
Lauren is producing that. So I had a whole campaign, actually. This is the YouTube videos that are still. I said, I'm going to get Lauren to hire me. I was
Right.
doing my running late talk show for years at that point.
And this was like a live thing, or
It was a
an
live
internet
show
thing?
on, it was a live show in theaters around, UCB, Caroline's. We
Yeah.
did it at a bunch of clubs and things.
Yeah.
But I thought this was my chance, so I put an edible arrangement. I went to Edible Arrangements, got him a gift basket.
Got Lauren
edible
Michaels
fruit.
a gift basket.
Yeah.
Is that marijuana
I
stuff?
should have done that in my dream.
Well, it was a dream, actually. This is funny. This all came from a dream. My dream was I gave Lauren Michaels this edible arrangement. with my headshot printed in there.
This
Delivered
is
it to
not
30
a
Rock.
this is not an angle that I think Lauren appreciates.
No, well, the upshot is didn't work.
It's a little much. It
didn't work.
It's a little needy.
It is a bit, I guess. I got him some Maynard wine gums as well, which is a Canadian candy that I heard he likes.
Put a restraining order on this Rogowsky.
Yeah, I came close to it. I ended up getting this delivery guy from Edible Arrangements. I put a GoPro on his head, sent him into 30 Rock. And he, you know, the Lornettes, they're called, his like assistants, kind of met him downstairs and took the basket and brought it up.
Oh, they
and
must get that from lunatics all day long.
So I mean, you know, it didn't quite work. The Seth Meyers guy got the job. I don't
Yeah,
know.
sure. Keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we are talking about this.
Yeah, no. So that was my trajectory. Right. So, anyways, back to what we
I'm
were
still in
talking
my
about.
monologue.
Right. If you listen, I want to give you more time. I feel like we jumped in too quickly to the guest.
We're
Usually,
fine. We're
you
fine.
know, the city of the day. There's all.
I don't have anything on my agenda. I have a few things I just want to plug.
Yeah, do your thing.
And get that out of the way. I do want to take an early call just to make sure. But we are going to talk about your
Got plenty of time.
thrift store. What's it called? Is that fair?
It's a vintage boutique.
Vintage boutique.
Thank you.
I want to talk about the Goodwill that you opened up.
I got a question about the Maynard wine gums. Is that the guy from Tool? He's making his own.
Maynard, yeah.
All right, but here are my little plugs real quick. First of all, if you're a High member, HEI network.tv, you get, we released on Monday the summer movie recap, which was recorded right back here. Oh. Greg Turkington and from High Network, Tim Heidecker, spent about an hour going through all the summer movies. It's a lot of fun. It's very, very funny, in my opinion. Proud of my work, and I always will be. That's available at highnetwork.tv. Pound House. How about this plug, Doug? You don't even have to ask for it. The Pound House is out. Now, is it just on Brent Weinbach's YouTube channel?
The Pounding. Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay.
And it is on Brent's
Why
channel.
aren't you hosting it?
Brent talked me into putting it on his.
All right. Well, you can find it's going to be hard to find, but find it. Is that where all the other ones are?
Well, the early ones were on Jash. Remember Jash?
Right.
That
Oh, yeah.
You were part of, and then
All right.
no,
so
Brent's
Pound House.
Brent's better with the YouTube stuff. So
What season is this?
4.
4. And the first episode's up. It's hilarious. I'm in it. I think I'm doing a great job.
Thank you, T.
I've told you this for years. It's like really one of my favorite shows. We tried to get it made as a real show, but you do tremendous work on it. And then not finally, Vic Berger, you are playing music tonight. How sweet.
We'll play
What?
some songs at the Resident in downtown LA.
Okay.
Be with Mike Adams tonight.
And is solo, or is he playing
Yeah,
with you?
solo. It's gonna be Two White Stripes type things. It's gonna be Mike on guitar and Mark on drums, and then it's gonna be Vic on guitar and Mark on drums.
So not solo. Okay.
And I'm gonna do some solo songs. So
Okay.
it's not gonna be too crazy.
I'm excited.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Come on out.
Come on out,
It's
LA.
free. It costs me
I've never
nothing.
seen you play music, and that will continue because I can't come
No,
tonight, but
no. Come to the
I
next
know you're a
one.
talented man.
Come to the next time.
You should have seen Vic on tour playing Blue Moon of Kentucky.
Oh, that was so fun.
really?
Yeah.
He ripped it up, and I was ripping it up too.
Yes,
The Bill Monroe voice going.
I tried.
He did more of the Elvis tape.
Okay.
Yeah, I did but we did start with the Bill Monroe
Yes.
version. And the little melody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue Moon of Kentucky.
And then there's the Elvis. Hello, Elvis. Hello, Elvis. How are you? We got to get some Elvis drops so I can have a conversation with him. Hello, Elvis.
It's got to be a spirit
Little less
radio with
conversation.
him.
I'm coming to you from hell.
Hello, David.
I had an Elvis T-shirt in the shop that it's like, I don't know if you've seen this one. It's this big picture of Elvis. It just says "I'm dead."
Really? No. That's
It's a classic.
Confirmed.
It's a classic. Yeah.
finally, I made this, or Chris Robeson and I, or Chris really edited this. There's so much fun goofs and gags and videos and pictures and moments from the summer tour that we made a 10-minute, really well-made, I think, tour recap video. That's coming out on Saturday on Patreon. And confirmed in my calendar is the recording of the series finale of the Joel Hole. When I was on tour, people asked about this. The Joel Hole needs resolution. We need to come to an end. It's been too long. So make sure you're signed up to patreon.com/officeHoursLive.
Okay.
It funds this shit show we do every week. But it also gets you all kinds of my blogs and my exclusive videos, so much more. I also, Scott is on this side of town, because you're coming in from
The Marina. Yeah.
2 days in a row you're coming east, because yesterday, I want to give a shout out and a congratulations to Tom Sharpling and everybody at the Best Show. If you were able to tune in at all yesterday and the previous evening, Tom completed this incredible feat, second time going 24.
Congrats, Tom.
Congrats, Tom.
24-hour marathon.
And I don't even know, I guess you go to patreon.com/thebestshow to watch it. I don't know. And Wes, our own sweet boy Wes, is a big part of that. Our sweet, sweet little boy. And I watched quite a bit of it, and it was tremendous. Vic and Doug did a big, I guess there was copyright issues, so it wasn't a drop
Couldn't
concert.
call it a drop
was
concert.
Right. There's a
sound collage.
Sound collage
symphony.
orchestra.
Or
Or
orchestra.
symphony, yeah. That was very fun.
I was there at 7 a.m., which is a little tricky because I suggested 7 a.m. because I'm thinking, poor Tom, would it be nice if I show up, like get a restart with the show, get a little morning energy, because as you know, I'm looking at you, but
Oh, I know.
I'm a morning man.
7.
Only snag there was I foolishly agreed to do Nick Thune's show the night before. And what's funny about that was, I think in August, Nick Thune wrote me a text and asked me to do this show. He does a little show at this really little theater. Like, have you been to the Lyric Hyperion yet?
Oh, yeah.
This is not a big
And I
theater.
think they made it smaller. They
They brought in all these. Well, I think they added maybe more seats. I don't know. It felt very small. But while I was on tour, he texted me and said, "I'll read it to you." I'll read. And Nick knows how I feel about this. I don't think this is going to come as a big surprise. In fact, I brought this up at the show. Let me get my Thune.
Should have named that Thune segment here. There's really only one answer.
Yeah. Well, there's John Thune. He's a senator, I think.
Okay.
All right. I said this. He said, let's see. When is this? Stand by, everybody. Stand by. Want to do my? This is Oh, wait, come on, give me a break here. What now you can play.
I want to
drops.
ask. I'll ask Vic and Doug. How many weeks did you guys rehearse with Tom on that sound symphony? I mean, what was
all
the
right,
process?
here it is.
there?
Oh, no.
Don't
At
ask
least
them,
a
it doesn't
month.
matter.
At least a month.
This is August 16th. While I'm on tour, he says, "You in town September 12th? Want to perform on my show, 9:30 p.m. in Silver Lake?" I think about it. I deliberate.
No.
I say, it's a little too close to the end of my tour, giving myself a little time off from doing stuff. Now, we've talked about this. My concept was, I come off the road,
Right.
I don't need to jump back on stage.
Decompress.
Right.
Fuck off, wanker.
Then-
You're doing it.
Last week, he writes, "Want to do my show September 12th at Lyric Hyperion, 9 p.m. As if that never happened. Just I don't know if he forgot or is in denial. Chelsea is doing it. Should be fun. My reply, okay. Sure. Fucking A. So anyways, I was out till like midnight doing that show, and then I had to get up at 6 to go over to Tom's.
I know what that's like. And Tim,
yes.
I've watched you for years and watched the show. I feel like we're aligned on many things.
I don't
here.
see that, but
you
go
don't see
ahead.
that?
Make your
But this is one of them in terms of, you probably get a lot of requests to do things, and it's that push and pull, right? It's
Yeah.
like you want to be a nice guy. You want to say yes to do things. You also want your time to yourself.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I'm a people pleaser. I want
Yes.
I want to say yes, and I
And
want to be the.
I'll add to that I knew, I was like, hey, the mindset on tour was like, When I get home, I'm gonna not want to do anything. But when I actually get home, I'm like, what's happening? What are we doing?
Why aren't I
what's
booked
next?
tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was fun, and
Yeah.
I tried some new things out, and it was great to see Chelsea and Nick and.
Handler?
It was not Chelsea Handler. No, it was Chelsea
That's a
Clinton.
really, really nice
She's
guy.
doing her book tour.
I was trying to think another Chelsea. That's good.
I got it right away.
You got it.
That's why you need some coffee, but you're worried about
You're right. I'm worried about.
tummy issues.
Yeah.
Scott is not a man made of steel.
No.
No.
The softest material actually is what I'm made of.
Matt, can I get a call? We're having so much fun.
Let's check in with Tyler. I
Let's
believe
see if
he's
someone
the
can ruin
first-time
our good
caller.
time.
My monitor's out. Just FYI. I don't know if it's a huge deal, but I can't see the zoomer. But.
Okay, yeah.
It'll
we're-
come up. In a sec. It should.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Can you hear me okay.
There we go.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi guys. Long time listener. I've called in a few times. Long time Patreon. I just wanted to send some love to you guys. It's my birthday today, and I've been having kind of a hard time with my birthday since my 30s, and 33
Why?
today. I don't know. It's just I think when I turned 30 was at the height of COVID. I was having a really rough couple of years at the height of COVID, as all of us were. And I just kind of wanted to, without getting too verklempt over it with you guys, really send love to you guys because
Easy.
I'm saying happy birthday.
I'm making a hard rule.
Yeah.
This is the hard rule.
right.
You talked about this
Do you know my rule?
on the best show. You mentioned
Yeah.
this yesterday.
You can't drop during Zooms. That's it.
Well,
That's
sometimes.
unless it's like a hole in one.
That was a
And
hole
it's-
in one.
and
There was a
especially
space.
not
This man
when
is
there's-
pouring his heart out. This guy
I
is,
know.
is
Like, do you need to play a stupid happy birthday song? Like, would the
Trying to
show
make 'em
suffer
feel good.
without it?
with that said,
I'm just begging you with peace and
These
love.
drops aren't going
Like-
to play themselves, though.
with that said,
let the man
I
finish.
absolutely love every single one of you guys.
How
Doug,
could you after that explosion?
you can drop
mean,
over me all you want. Vic, your art has been an inspiration for me the last few years, and
Oh,
Tim,
thank
I've been
you.
following
Say
you
my
for
name, baby.
15 to 20 years.
What?
And
Who did that? Sit outside.
I love you guys so
My
much.
hands were down here. You could see I didn't.
No,
do
The
that.
thing is, you're making his
Very
birthday.
sweet.
This whole
Yes,
exchange is
this is
making his
very
birthday.
nice. This
So
is
this
very
is
nice.
it's all working.
Tell me more about your feelings towards me. Sorry, there were no interruptions.
Well, Tim, I've been following you since, I was 15, 16. You're the absolute best. And I've seen you live a bunch of times with Eric and on your own. Seen Doug, Vic. I've yet to see you in person. Hopefully I can make
one
office
day.
hours live in person. I really don't have
Tonight in
much
LA,
other than-
fly him in. Fly him in
Yeah,
for the show
well, let's
tonight.
do that.
Matt, I want an edible arrangement sent to his home today. Put your address in.
I'll put the address in the chat. I really don't have anything outside of that. I've just had a really rough couple of years at the height of COVID and hating my job, and I
Yeah.
moved across the country a couple of years ago. And at the kind of rock bottom for me is when I discovered office hours.
Oh,
And,
that's so very sweet.
you guys have been lifting me up ever since. And I
We'll
really
continue. We'll continue to do it.
How
sure.
are you doing, like, moving forward? How you feeling right now?
great. I moved from Massachusetts to Portland, Oregon. I called in from Portugal a few weeks ago. As a
Oh,
city.
yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
You're doing
and,
fine.
everything's been great since then. And again, like I owe a lot of my sanity and continuing to kind of keep my head up to you guys. And I'm so happy that you guys had a show that fell on my birthday. So
Oh,
awesome.
thank
Oh,
you.
man.
Happy birthday.
Yes,
We
happy
love you very
birthday.
much.
How do you
Love
like
you guys.
how do you like Portland?
Portland's great. Yeah, it's great to be humbled by nature every day. And
Yeah.
we're kind of running the tree line. And it's been quite nice.
I'm gonna go there this
Right.
weekend.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
I'm going to Chicago actually, Doug. So
Hold on, let me
man.
make a note of this. Where are you going, Matt?
we're gonna be going to Riot
Give me
Fest
one
this weekend.
recommendation.
You should go to the restaurant I'm going to for dinner tonight called Oma's Hideaway.
Oma's Hideaway. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, amazing.
One more.
I'm sitting on my hands. I'm not.
Doug, can you drop some Casey for me?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, no, if somebody requests the
Request.
drop.
Okay, that's fair.
The problem is the drops squash the audio,
Yeah.
and then
I'm
no one can
33
hear
years old.
anything. And what's the
You
point in
wanna give
that?
me
Right. And you're
Um,
very technical. The audio, the quality. This is important.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm a high fidelity
High
guy.
fidelity guy. Hi-fi guy. Well, I can relate to this.
All
Young
right,
guy.
but meanwhile, he doesn't have access to the drops that people want most.
For some reason, I have those. I keep those online. I just
I got
I go to the
a-
shortcut.
I got a
but,
few for
I'm
you.
Casey
There we go.
Kasem.
Yeah.
There he is. All right,
Okay,
friend.
good.
All the best.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for. We've a couple weeks where people call in and they express gratitude and love towards the show.
That's awesome. I can relate. I turned 20 during the pandemic, so.
No, you 20.
Two.
My mom turned 70 during the pandemic. Actually, it was tough. Those
Well,
pandemic.
the
early
pandemic is 3 years. Everyone turned something.
But that's a different feel. 70 is a different feel.
Let's say
right?
September. Yeah, this was my mom was April 8th, 2020. So that's like early lockdown, and that was if you had a birthday in those first few months, that's
Right.
pretty crappy because it's like she's old, she's immunocompromised, she couldn't do anything.
My mom finally got it for the first time just a week ago. She went to New York to visit her brother, my uncle, and really, whenever my mom or people like my mom travel cross country, there's a lot going on, a lot of big deal, a lot of planning, a lot of logistics. Very much looking forward to it. She's going to spend time my uncle lives in New York, and she gets it like day one or day two, gives it to the family, and she's just holed up on the bed or on the couch and full guilt, I can't, and I'm like, this is going to go on. We're
going to hear about this for a while.
The guilt trip. Oh, well, I just wish I would, it's first of all, nobody's fault. You're good.
It's God's fault. Be angry at him.
Yeah. It's all fine. Everyone's going to be fine. Just, it's, no more lockdown.
Nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong with me.
All right, let's do the city of the day. Let's keep on track here.
City of the day.
The city of the day is sponsored by Settlers for Catan. Are you a casual comedy fan? Do you sometimes enjoy funny movies and sketches but get bogged down by the endless choices? Well, now you can make that choice easy and settle for Catan. With Settlers for Catan, the brand new app that gives you access to Chris Catan's entire body of work. So anytime you need some laughs, Settlers for Catan will randomly play a hilarious movie such as Night at the Roxbury, Monkey Bone, or Corky Romano, or an SNL clip like Mango. So simplify your life with Settlers for Catan. Available only on Android, BlackBerry, and Lorne Vision. Don't settle for less, settle for Catan. $3 per month, exclusions apply. And right now, I'm excited to hear the Settlers for Catan jingle.
Settlers for Catan, it's an app. Settlers for Catan, make you laugh. Settlers for Catan.
Wow,
Good.
that is beautiful, Doug.
It's one of those that took a second. You had to see that one. It's a visual.
Yeah.
God.
No Catan drops, though.
No.
No audio of Chris.
No Deuce
No
Bigelow?
Mango. What was it? Deuce Bigelow?
Mango.
That's
not.
that's Rob Schneider.
That's Schneider.
Brewer. No, yeah, that is
Deuce
Schneider.
Bigelow's.
Oh, Deuce is
Deuce
Schneider.
was Schneider,
Corky,
yeah.
You mentioned Corky Romano. Yeah. God.
Right. And we're going to do a patrons only exclusive Corky Romano screening later in the month with Chris. All right, let's see who the city of the day is.
Sam, you're on the air.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Sam.
What's up? How you doing?
You look like Robin Williams in Toys.
Dude, you told me that already.
I did?
In fact, I'm so nervous you're going to roast me again.
No.
I won't mention anything about your appearance or anything this
Feel
time.
free. All right, so where are you calling from? What's the city of the day?
Greenpoint, New York, baby.
Aha!
My former.
That's right.
home
Is that where you lived in Greenpoint,
for
Scott?
about a year. Yeah.
Nice.
Scott, you lived in Greenpoint. Whereabouts?
I was
What
on
street?
Nassau and Leonard. It was great.
Nassau and Leonard.
$750 a month. It was an amazing place.
Oh,
and this was like 2009. So, I would have lived there forever, but freaking landlord goes,
Frickin'
yeah, my
landlord.
sister's moving in. You got to get out of here.
These damn landlords.
Kicking me out for family.
Well, hey, that's the way it goes.
Peter
around
Pan
here.
still in business?
Peter Pan? Oh, yeah.
Slinging
big time.
donuts?
Big
Oh,
time.
great Polish food there.
Oh,
of
yeah.
course.
Guy's got
Oh, yeah.
Peter Pan syndrome.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we can help you with today? We were really only looking for the city of the day.
Okay, well, Tim, a couple of things. First of all, I caught your show at Webster Hall. Legendary.
How great was that
Absolutely
show, huh?
fucking phenomenal.
Don't make me go down nostalgia lane. I'm gonna get weepy thinking about that show.
My fucking heart was beating through my chest the whole time.
Yeah, Dave Foley come up and do his thing with me.
Dave Foley, I couldn't believe it. Kids in the Hall.
What?
Shit, it was great. It was great. Had a great time. Well, listen, Tim, I wanted to ask you. So I just had a kid 4 months ago, and I'm the first of any of my friends to have a kid. And I know you're.
I was pretty early in the game. Yeah, I was pretty early.
You were early in the game because none of my friends have kids, and it's kind of blowing my mind. Maybe you have some tips, advice. It's a big adjustment. You know what I mean?
Well, as Andy Richter told me well, maybe a year or so before I had my own children, he said the best thing about having kids is you get to get out of going to dinner with your friends.
Oh, hell yeah. It's a good excuse.
That's a great perspective.
Yeah. I think all the things that you do with your friends that are juvenile and stupid and trivial, going to like the state fair and stuff. There's a point in my life when I said like, what? I shouldn't be doing this without children.
The state fair? How many times did you go to the state fair?
Well, we would go sometimes. I go to every state fair in the country.
Every state's fair.
Go to the state fair when you have absolutely nothing to do and you really need to do something.
The other great advice I thought was great advice I got was there's never a good time to have a kid. So don't make that. I mean, you've already had the kid, so there's nothing you could do about it. But
had the kid. He's trying to take a nap right now.
Try to like maintain a semi-normal life, but now you just have a little creature that you. It's like having a dog.
I know, but all my friends, they just want to party all the time.
Well, fuck that. What sort of party about?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
He's friends with Eddie Murphy over here. He wants to party all the time.
I know.
Party all the time.
I mean, that's good. I mean, that's quick.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Is this like a 3 men and a baby situation?
Yeah. Do you have a partner?
Yeah. Oh yeah, these are my
3 men and a baby.
No, I mean, do you have
These are my partners.
who's the mom?
That's gonna be me.
There's 3 men and a baby team.
Wait,
and they're white.
so
they're all wearing white shirts.
He's from Spain.
No, so you had this kid on your own?
No, my wife's here. She's in her pajamas right now.
Okay, so
she's in between gigs at the moment. She's a hairdresser.
Okay, but so you're Mr. Mom.
Well, yeah, I'm on paternity leave.
Okay.
To be honest. Yeah. But yeah, I'm
Mr. Mom is an outdated term, Tim.
It's a reference to a film starring Michael Keaton and Martin Mull.
I know.
And Terry Garr.
I know. People were pissed about that too.
They were not pissed at that.
Yeah, so I'm taking care. Oh, sorry. I'm taking care of the kid all month. You know, just me alone.
Yeah,
baby.
Enjoy it. The kid basically just sleeps, shits, and eats, so you don't have much to do.
My advice is
it's pretty easy.
My advice for you is you can always give the kid up. Just I've had 3 kids. They're all gone. I mean, you just you don't have to keep the kid.
You drop it off at the firehouse, right?
Child Protective Services.
I
can
love
come
him.
in. You love him.
I love him.
Well, that's good. If you're,
Maybe
some people have like some people have like an emotional they're like repulsion to their own children. If you don't have that, if you find genuine love and enjoyment being with this little baby, then you're on the right path. Everything's gonna work out.
Thanks, man. He's really cute. Maybe you want to send him a message. I could show this to him when he's older.
Okay. What's his name?
His name is Lou. His name is Lou.
And what year would it be?
Go to cameo.com/Tim Heidecker.
What is his name?
His name is Lou Jenkins.
Lou. All right. This is a message for Lou Jenkins. Lou, I love your carpet store. I think it's one of the great carpet stores in Long Island. It's a great store. And I got all my offices re-carpeted. You're doing a great job, Lou. Lou's grown up to have a carpet store. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
That's a great job to own the store. To own this, I own a store. I'm a small business owner. What's wrong with that, Tim?
Beautiful carpets, industrial strength, beautiful.
We just got a freaking room carpeted, Tim. We just got this room
wall
carpeted.
Of course.
He's got a contract with Stony
Brook. It was
Brook.
Controversial. People thought we were crazy.
No, but you're going to want to get that steam cleaned every once in a while.
I know, but it's so cozy, Tim.
Let's see the baby.
He's sleeping.
Wake him up. He'll just go back to sleep.
Put some carpet samples in the crib. Get him early.
Yeah, would you do me a favor? I want to do a long-term social experiment. See if you could gently guide him into the carpet business.
How's this
Nothing.
for baby? Fucking legend.
What a legend, Lou. What's his last name?
Jenkins.
Lou Jenkins down at Carpet City. This guy's a good straight shooter. Those carpets come in very nice. Thank you, Lou Jenkins. All right, let's track Lou Jenkins' life over the next 25
Check in
years.
with-
Thank you,
Oh, I
son.
appreciate that. Tim, I appreciate that, man. You're one of a kind. You're absolute legends. Thank you so much.
All right.
He's
thank
sick of
you.
hearing
Appreciate
it, but
that.
it's true.
Get back to work there,
I
boys.
know. I've loved you all my life. Whatever. You know,
Those guys
you're
are
the best.
having an Eminem impersonator meeting.
Is that the plain white tees? What is that? Yeah.
Marshall.
Bye, baby girl.
All right, that's enough zooms for a minute.
What a community! I just want to comment on this community you have. This is just phenomenal.
Do we?
You know?
Do we still have Hothead Hotline though? Is that a thing?
Of course, every week we go to it.
There are no more. I remember in the early days of the show, it was
nasty.
mostly just trolls.
That was
all
a
the
Wild
time.
West. Yeah.
Wasn't that wild?
People miss it. And I don't say there's no restrictions to who can call in, but,
Right, but
they've moved
they
on
moved
to
on.
greener pastures.
Right.
A lot of them passed away.
Right. COVID took a toll.
Yeah. I'll take one hot just to quell Vic's appetite. I will take one hot headline if it's up.
Hothead John, you're live on the air.
Yeah, hey, I got a trivia question for Scott.
Oh, good. I forgot about that
Right.
entire segment of the show.
Okay.
You want me to do it, or
Yes.
do you moving on to something else?
No, go for it.
Do it up.
Okay, cool. All right, which breakfast cereal mascot has been featured in commercials since 1965?
A lot of them.
Captain Crunch.
Tony the Tiger. I'm going to say.
Wait, I heard a few different things. Which one is it?
Well, are you
Tony the
asking
Tiger?
me? Are you asking me? My answer is
Yeah,
going to be
yeah, I'm asking you, Scott.
Tony T. Tony the Tiger.
Nope, it's the Trix Rabbit.
All right. Now we know that.
He tricked me. Yeah.
Don't forget that now.
I'll never forget it. I mean, trivia is if I could
Go ahead.
comment on trivia.
Yes.
Because I got to ask this, like, what is it about our obsession as a culture with trivia? Because there's no doubt. I mean, the popularity of HQ proved it.
Yeah.
There are trivia nights at every bar in the country.
Yeah.
Like, why do we hang on to this idea? And quiz shows, by the way, the reason HQ, I think, was successful in the first place is because they took this incredibly old format, right?
Yeah.
Quiz shows from the radio days, 100 years ago,
Yeah.
updated it to the phone. And the fact that quizzing was one of those first entertainment options when radio was, so it's like, what is it about trivia? My theory is most of us are pretty dumb.
I'm pretty dumb.
But knowing trivia, the fact that this guy knows that the Trix Rabbit was the first mascot, that puts him one over on me, on the next guy. So it's just like this pure
I think it's also
egotistical
it's true
approach.
But I do think it also might be this connection we have to a common culture.
Yeah.
In the pop, mostly pop, but there's also a lot of world history. It's like
it's
a thing
shared. It's a shared knowledge base, that we
which
all
I think is kind of starting to disintegrate.
And
I have a question about that.
Okay, he's just right in the middle of it, literally in the middle of.
My yes and would be.
What's going on and on?
I have something to say too.
If you go back to 2017, again, HQ started 2017. This is Trump era, right? This
Yeah.
is the beginning of the fake news, all that. So I think that was also a big part of it was, to your point, it's like, what is real? What is true? What are the facts? Well, trivia, when you can go to a verifiable source and say, this is the answer, that is, holding us to some kind of standard, bringing us to this
These are
common
pillars
place
of
information,
information.
foundational truths that we can all latch
Even
on
if it's
to.
as silly as when this rabbit showed
Exactly.
up.
You can't. There's no fake news to that if you can point to a source. So that probably helped ground people in that moment of time, 2017, 2018. Like all this fake bullshit going around. Well, at least we can answer. Mercury is the first planet from the sun.
But the younger and younger kids, they're like losing maybe a sense of history, even on dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Right? They don't know about anything.
No, it's bad.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Sorry, Doug. What were you going to ask?
Well, I was going to say kind of like what you said, but like, is trivia just going to go away because people like have their own alternative facts about everything? They'll find some sources
I don't
that
think it's
actually
gonna
the
go
Trix
away.
Rabbit wasn't.
Well, that's the problem, right? I mean, because you can put now if someone creates a Wikipedia page that says Snap,
They'll say-
Crackle, Pop were the first. Well,
Right.
this page says that.
Well, they could say like, well, Mercury doesn't exist. That's flat. That's a flat disc.
You know
and,
what? Yes, there is
space isn't real.
An irrational group out there that will just never conform to what Neil
But
deGrasse
the
Tyson
other
thinks.
thing, the other side of that is that now you don't need to store any of this in your head because you have Google and you have your phone that is an extension of your brain now.
Yeah.
Which you can be like, I don't need to remember when the Trix Bunny showed up on the
Right.
cereal box because somebody stored that on a device.
But that's also dangerous because here's a true story from the early days of HQ. When we started, there were no writers.
Right.
It was me and my creative director, and they basically said, "You come up with the questions yourself."
What a mess.
So but I kind of enjoyed that challenge. So I'll come up with creative questions, and one day I was like, I want to do a play on the University of Phoenix.
Uh-huh.
Right? I'm like, so what what university is named after a capital city or something, something like that.
Yeah.
But I was typing in the capital of Arizona, just to confirm.
Yeah.
And like Tucson popped up in the first, when I Googled it, like it was
Right.
just a Tucson. I'm like,
not
okay,
right.
Tucson. Yeah, I'm like, eh. But anyway, I factored that into my question, and the question was wrong
Yeah.
because of that. And then they started hiring writers and
Yeah,
fact
that's-
checkers. But that I'll never forget that because it's like Google failed me.
Sure.
I was cross-checking myself, and I still couldn't even get it right with Google. So
Yeah. And there's obviously Wikipedia is not always right. People can go in there and edit and everything.
No, it's a scary world. But
What no one was asking, but what I like about trivia is like more of a feeling kind of thing, going out to like a bar or pub or whatever with friends.
Of course.
And there's something that you're working together as like a community kind of thing.
and it's competition. It's sports for nerds.
Yeah, and you don't have to also it's like something you can do with people without having to make conversation the whole time. You kind of something else. That's what I like.
Absolutely.
So
All right, now that's our take on trivia. Very trivial conversation. Doug, you have something prepared that I'm excited to hear more about.
Oh, okay. I have my MyPillow here.
Okay, now what is MyPillow?
MyPillow is a brand of pillow invented by Mike Lindell. You've seen him in the news.
Of course, yeah. He's all over the news.
He's all over the news, and I think he was doing a deposition recently, and somebody was saying something about his pillows being lumpy, and he really got pissed off, and that seemed to trigger him. Do you have the video, Matt? Anyway,
Now that's your pillow, Doug?
this is my MyPillow. I've had
That's
it
your
for
pillow.
years. I gotta say,
We can do it at hell. Who's on first routine here?
Wes,
Whose
you
pillow?
want to pull up
Whose
this
pillow?
video first?
and yeah, show the video.
By the way,
give
just
some context.
we should pull this video up too at some point. Apparently, at the end of one of Mayor Rudy Giuliani's webcasts, he did like this plea to buy stuff from mypillow.com.
So he gets money
But
from it?
yeah, and that Mike gets money. But he goes, go to mypillows.com, okay? He says my pillows.
Please buy that URL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, get this guy some money.
Can we show that video real quick, just for a little context?
Asking about the lumpy pillow calls.
No, they're not lumpy pillows. That's not what they call on. Okay? That when you say lumpy pillows, now you're an asshole. You got that? You're an asshole, is what you are. No, he's an asshole.
He is.
He's an ambulance chasing asshole. That's what you are. The lumpy pillows, kiss my ass. Put that in your book. No, they answer anything. Any problem customer that wants to reach Mike Lindell. Those are the ones. I want to talk to Mike Lindell. I want to talk to Mike Lindell. They send them to here and they go, or they call about maybe they didn't get their pillow on time because of the FedEx or whatever.
All right.
But we'll cover
we
even
get
though
it.
somebody
He's very angry during this
Yeah,
whole
the
the
lumpy
whole
pillow-
deposition is highly recommended if you want to check it out. It's online.
He was very triggered by the lumpy pillow thing, and it is a little bit lumpy. I am curious what is inside here.
All right.
So I have I was gonna sacrifice my pillow to see
Get
what
up
we
high
got
and
inside.
down on it.
Wow.
There you go.
You know what? I can't. They
You
took
gotta-
away my. I'm gonna have to do it right here.
Careful with that knife.
It's a ritual sacrifice. This is like you can pull the beating heart out of this thing.
No, it's too late.
Any guesses? Any guesses before we discover? What do
I think it would be foam, obviously. Got to be
Foam?
some foam.
This
I wouldn't
does-
think there'd be anything else.
Chinese newspapers?
This does seem to be just chunks of maybe. It does
Dog
seem to be
hair?
just chunks of maybe recycled foam or something.
Doug is the shortest headphone cable I've ever seen.
I don't even know how that would work with like a Discman on your.
Tim, look at this.
It's an old glove.
Oh my God. Super Bowl tickets.
Oh, look at this. It's like.
Oh, an old rag. Oh. Well, that wouldn't be lumpy though. These are pretty soft items.
Oh no.
What's?
It's a diaper.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Is it? It's a clean diaper, and it's pretty soft.
Yeah. Well, it's a wig.
At least it's a clean diaper.
We got a beer koozie.
Okay, these are all soft items. So far, I don't see where
That's a racquetball.
Now that might cause trouble unless it's fully encased in the foam.
I don't know what the hell this is.
It's a Tito. That's something that maybe.
I think it's like a beer koozie.
Oh, yeah.
Promotional items, just free things you'd find around the house.
Sounds like stuff you'd find at Scott's store.
This is like plumbing insulation.
Okay.
There's another diaper. Here's like one of these hair scrunchies.
Oh, yeah. Koozie? Coogee? No.
Well,
Scrunchie.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh.
Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids DVD.
Oh, God.
How do you like that?
There's no DVD.
No DVD, just the case.
By the way, Tim's in this movie.
I am.
Very funny. I mean, there's more insulation. There's another diaper.
Sorry, diapers.
Diapers are expensive, by the way. It's not the most cost-effective.
There's a sock. I mean,
anything else?
I mean, that's pretty much it. Just more diapers.
Wow.
There's a plastic bag. Well, it looks like. I think.
Did you bring a vacuum cleaner too, by the way?
It seems like he's recycling stuff that maybe was going to be thrown out, and I think now I kind of like these pillows more because it's more. It maybe
good. That seems to be Mike Lindell's prime agenda.
Instead of going to the dump, these items are going into pillows, which I've been sleeping soundly on this for years. So
all right, well,
I'm just
there we
glad
have
the diapers weren't used.
Right.
I stole it. I can't do I used to be able to do Mike Lindell. How do I do Mike Lindell?
It's basically Jesse Ventura, right?
Yeah.
It's the same.
My pillow. My pillows.
I saw this show on office hours. No. This guy saying that there's this and that in my pillows. Well, guess what? That's full of crap. I don't think there's any of that in there. They're just doing some kind of comedy routine, and it sucks. And that asshole Doug can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass.
Answer anything, any problem customer that wants.
That's just a comedy bit.
I
Is
love
it
this.
Chicago? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Minnesota, right?
Minnesota.
I think it's.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mike Lindell's going to be on the new season of Fargo. Playing a character like he's just going to play a sheriff. Love to see that. God. All right.
That was great.
That is great. Are we
When you
doing
say
music?
lumpy pillows, now you're an asshole.
You do the T-shirts? What do you want to do? Are we saving that?
Yes.
Oh,
Patreon exclusive.
Well, I think we got to bring in Mike Adams.
We do have to do a song right
Sure,
now. But, we will do your two.
We could do well. We could show one shirt, or
let's
we could
let's
get
do
some
a
more
tease.
trivia.
A tease.
I mean, how fast does an hour go these days? It's
that
like
was
crazy.
amazing.
Fast
Really, an hour went by. Mm-hmm. Well,
about 50 minutes.
50.
I don't know. A tease. Okay, so what we can do, because I have a couple. So basically, you asked about my store, Quiz Daddies, in Santa Monica, 2525 Main Street, if I can get that out there.
That's a good location.
It is good.
Yeah.
Downtown Main Street. So, I've
Down
got.
on Main Street.
Yeah.
Bob Seger.
I wanted to bring a couple select pieces from the shop that I thought, this group here would appreciate. So I'm wearing the Temple shirt in your honor. And I couldn't find anything from like Allentown specific. I think I had one at one point, but this is pretty close. Lehigh Mom.
Yeah. Lehigh Mom. There you go. Lehigh Valley.
Lehigh Valley.
Very cute. Yeah.
Any Lehigh grads out there? So, we do T-shirts, sweatshirts, jerseys, and things, but
beautiful.
There's that. I wanted to show off one of my oldest pieces. This is one of the oldest shirts I probably have in the shop. This is incredible. Spiro T. Agnew, a great American.
Wow, that's an original. That's
this is
not
original. No, this is like 1970 or something with permission. Now I can't tell if this is like,
It's
and
it looks so new.
Yeah, I mean, do you think it's like
the design is 70s, but that looks like something.
No, it's
that
an
would
incredible
be at,
condition.
Urban Outfitters.
A great American with permission of Vice President Spiro T. Agnew. So is this
Excuse
something?
me, Mr. Vice President, can we get you? Yeah, do whatever you want.
But was this like an ironic thing made at the time to make fun of him because he was clearly not a great American, or was this put out?
I
That's what I
think there
can't
was
tell.
a lot of support for him. Then he had to resign.
Yeah,
because
sure.
I think he went to jail or something.
But this is like the height. I actually have a Kent State shirt that I don't have with me. Kent State shirt that has a target on the front. I swear to God, it says Kent State with a bullseye target. I mean, like the '70s were a crazy time for T-shirts because people were discovering this is a great way to express yourself. You
See
know,
Hank Williams Jr. wearing that shirt.
Yeah. And this is another one for the group here. You mentioned the Stooges earlier. You had a little drop. Stooge Factor.
Oh my God! Like Fear
It's
Factor.
Fear Factor.
Do you know about the Stooge licensing thing from the '90s? Like, so for whatever reason, in the '90s, late '90s, like the Three Stooges merch became super hot. I guess whoever owned the copyright. I mean, the Three Stooges, registered trademark of C3 Entertainment. They made like dozens and dozens of shirts in the late '90s, early 2000s with just Stooge parodies. The Stooge Files as an X-Files parody. Wow. Oh my God. But like, who was going to wear this?
So many people.
Fear Factor.
So many people.
I love it.
I had this Mo. What was the one that was Mo Knows? It was a. Something
like Bo Knows?
I think
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
that. It was Mo. Anyways, somebody will know.
And the last one I'll show for now, and we'll do more in the next segment.
Yeah, I
Hopefully,
love
because I have a whole a debate we can do or a contest. But people ask me like, "What is vintage, Scott? What is vintage?" And you actually
Vintage Scott, I think, would be like H3 trivia.
H3 vintage Scott. But if they ask me what is vintage, Scott?
Karate Kid.
Generally it's like 15 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people say 20.
And so that's funny because now we're, as older men, we're now getting into
2007 is
nostalgia
vintage.
for a period where I'm like fully an adult.
Oh,
So I don't-
exactly, which is crazy.
Oh, there's the shirt.
Mo Knows.
See, there's a
there we
great
go.
example. A Bo Knows
It's
parody.
a Dorf parody, isn't it?
No, that's Bo Knows, Bo Jackson parody. But this is a piece that I have that everyone who comes across it in the store holds it up and says, "Oh my God, this is hilarious." It's from 2016, so it's like not quite that vintage.
Right.
But again, with the pandemic
7 years
shortening
ago.
time,
Oh my
download
God.
Hillary 2016 from the App Store, front and back. And I point to this.
Where are you wearing that
I
shirt?
point to this T-shirt as the reason why she lost.
Yeah, it's got to be one.
It's like, how does this play in Wisconsin?
I don't know who's wearing. I mean, maybe volunteer. Let me just make a slight
download
defense.
the app. I don't need to get out the vote. Just download the app.
Yeah.
Michigan will take care of itself.
maybe like volunteers are wearing that.
What does that do? What is the typical vote in 2016? You're going to download a freaking app?
The funny, like the idea of even making an app for your campaign.
I mean,
what do
it's
you do?
just-
just to get money, I guess.
I mean, Hillary.
That is a funny shirt.
But this is a
I'm
great.
like Johnny Carson. That's a funny
that's a good
shirt.
So
Wow.
I got more here. I'll save it for Patreon. Patreon, you got to join the Patreon.
Yeah. Oh, and we have a shirt to contribute. Now, I don't think
Oh,
this
wow.
is a vintage quite yet, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a piece of history.
Okay.
Because this is the actual shirt that our friend Jay Weingarten wore on the second episode of the Bill Maher parody that
Yes.
we did. And there it is. Admit it, life would be boring without me.
That is good. Put that in the Museum of Comedy in Jamestown, New York.
Yeah. So Matt, I think you were going to give this away, but I think we should hold on to it. Let it become more
become a
iconic
collector's item?
over
Sure.
years. Know that this is a potential. So let's say in 10
You're
years
not
you
gonna
get
give
this
it
with
to
a nice
Great.
letter of authenticity.
Right. It needs the COA with that. Let me check the tag on that thing.
Why
Let me
did
check
he
the-
leave his
the
shirt
vintage
here?
on
What-
it.
how
Like
did that
Gildan?
happen?
Yeah,
It
how
was a
did it-
gift.
Ford
It was a
Company.
gift
All right.
to Tim.
Oh, right,
Oh,
right.
okay.
Ford and Company. So this is
And you know
this is a modern.
What I do with gifts are throw them away. So this is there's not a lot of memorabilia out there.
is a
Anybody
shame.
want Latasha Leggero's book? I'll give that away.
It's a
Keep
shame.
it in escrow for
I'll
Scott.
sign it myself.
I wish I had a Bowel T-shirt from season 1 or something.
Oh yeah, some of those Tim and Eric shirts have got to be.
You know, I have a couple bins in my basement of all the shirts from like the Tim and Eric
Oh,
stuff.
God.
yeah.
I'll buy them off
I
you.
should do. I think I'm gonna do a video going through all the.
That's awesome.
yeah, I might donate a couple shirts to you. if
Sure,
you're
I'll take
interested.
them. I'll take them.
Scott, where do you get your? Where do you source your items for your? I
Let's
was wondering
find
that.
out that answer
Okay,
after
yeah,
the
I'll save
break.
that.
Curious about this
Okay.
too.
And
And do you do? Is
let's
it only
find out whatever
shirts?
your question
I'm just-
is.
Well,
let's
no, you can
find
think
out.
about
Are
the
you-
answer,
I'll think about
and
it.
then he'll.
That's what I'm just asking. Do you do like later? You can answer. Do you do more than shirts? Is there vinyl?
More
involved?
than shirts.
What's at your shop? That's what I want to hear about.
It's mostly shirts, T-shirts, sweatshirts,
Okay.
hats, jerseys, but
doilies.
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 I got some tchotchkes.
Do you do
I got some old
tchotchkes?
Playboy
do you need
magazines,
any
Sports
diapers? Because these are. I think these are brand new.
Illustrated. Take some diapers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break, but before we do, we're going to hear music from not Scott Adams. I wish I'd like to hear his new record, but we're going to hear music from Mike Adams and talk to Mike, And his friend, his little buddy who's with him, Jared Cheek, will be in from Flannelgraph Records. Scott will be staying for the entire show.
Yep.
We're just scratching the surface with what I think we're all going to say in the comments is, what a great guest.
Oh, thank you.
That's what I'm predicting. See if I'm right. Be back
Good guest,
after
fun
the
energy.
break and after the music.
Good guest.
Watching our dads gleefully jumping feet first into traps they set when they're young. Is it the great unchanging way? If we find out we have to wait, the cleansing relief of serious weather has me on my knees and begging to wonder, does the cup ever pass away? Let alone put me in my place. Let's cast our lots with a curious heart. It's right there laid out before you. Meaning comes in the form of a guess. The time to pick it apart, but the glass is half cracked. I know it's an art, it's just I'm the kind of fool who's cutting his lip on the dream. Cutting his lip on the dream. Who can be brave and who's not afraid? 'Cause that isn't the same. Is weakness or strength? Am I upset about what I see or what it represents to me? Let's cast our lots with a curious heart. It's right there laid out before you. Meaning comes in the form of a guess. There's time to pick it apart, but the glass is half cracked. I know it's an art, it's just I'm the kind of fool who's cutting his lip on the dream. Cutting his lip on the dream. There's time now to pick it apart, but the glass is half cracked. I know it's an art, it's just I'm the kind of fool who's cutting his lip on the dream. Cutting his lip on the dream.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks very much.
We will be back after this short break with Mike and Scott and the Trinity. See you soon. Join patreon.com/Office Hours Live to watch this at another time. The rest. Thank you.
junkie. Happy taking drugs. Don't take them away from me. I'm happy feeling free. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Come on to me. All your hash. I smoked all your grass. I'm not going insane. Well, without cocaine, I'm happy, feeling free. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Come on to me. I need a fix. And I need it now. For me to sleep. It's the only way out. I'm happy, feeling free. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Come on to me. Shoot me another drug. And give my brother some. We think the same. Up in this vein. I'm happy, feeling free. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Come on to me. I'm happy, feeling free. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Come on to me. Oh, yeah. Feeling free. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Come on to me. I'm happy, feeling free. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Come on to me. Oh, yeah. I'm happy, feeling free. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Come on to me. I'm happy, feeling free. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Come on to me. I'm happy, feeling free.
You heard from Cousin Brian the reason why we started making music and the reason that keeps us going. And it sounds corny, but you can hear it in the harmonies, those of you who are musicians. And the reason why people like the Beach Boys is because we love harmony. We love music and we love harmony. And we love all people, too. When I went to school, high school, my cousin Brian and I would jump over the fence, ditch class, we'd go surfing. Now, we couldn't surf very good, but it was a whole lifestyle thing. We would listen to the music, the R&B music at the time. And some of our favorite records were the doo-wop type of deals. And there you go again with harmony. And I think it's
All right, thank you, Mike.
to be here tonight.
Thank you, Mike Love, I should say first. Thank you, Mike Love, for checking in. We did not have Mike Love in the studio. We had Mike Adams. And Mike is also joined by Jared Cheek.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And we'll have that up in a moment. We're just getting dialed back in. We had to remove a big drum set.
Get that phone out of my fucking face.
And Scott will be here as well, but he is indisposed at the moment. Let's quickly take a Zoom just to check back in with our tremendous audience.
Yes,
You can have
Herbie.
Herbie.
Herbie's been waiting since last
Hello.
week, I think.
Oh, no, not last week, but
Herbie, do you have a
happy to be here.
Herbie, do you have a piece of
Oh,
paper?
Herbie.
Herbie, do you have a piece of paper and pen standing by? No one does
Paper.
anymore. Because I want to see Herbie's Hancock.
Pen. Very good. I like it.
Oh, I got a big reaction.
That was a good one. That was a
Thanks,
good one.
everybody. You know what happened last night? I was watching the game, and I want to talk sports with you, Scott. watching the Dodgers, and the Dodgers were down, and Mookie Betts was up next. I said to Millie, let's see if he gets a home run right off the bat. And I mean literally. And you know what my daughter said?
Come on.
She goes, ha ha, I love your puns. Or you do great puns, Dad. The children appreciate my humor.
You should replace Vin Scully. You should be doing the play-by-play.
That's true.
Can we go back to Herbie?
Yes, Herbie, how can I help you, son?
I just wanted to say I'm calling from Bethlehem, PA.
Was this an old pal of Vic's?
I know Herbie.
Yeah, we've,
Hey, Herbie.
we've just announced.
You know who I
Oh,
saw?
yeah.
You know who I saw 2 nights ago? Daniel Ralston. You probably know Daniel Ralston.
Great.
Yeah. Best.
All right. Anything else?
But yeah, we just announced a show, the first show in the Lehigh
Crickets
Valley
are allowed, I
for-
should say.
Oh, come on.
for Neil Hamburger in Bethlehem this November.
Whoa. Shit. Where's he playing?
National Sokol in Bethlehem.
Oh, my God.
On Thursday, November 17th. It's a small room.
Small
it's going to
room.
be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
Let's
just
sell it
wanted to
out. Let's get
the word
everybody
out.
from Bethlehem, Allentown, Easton.
That's awesome. I shot some of my pilot there, and there's a really amazing bowling alley in the basement.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we get this
So you
crickets
can
going?
find tickets at lovesdevotee.com.
At what?
That's the name of my record label.
Oh, you're promoting
Loves-
it. You're promoting the show?
Yeah,
Good.
with along with LVAC. So hope you all can.
One
come out
day
and
I
join
want to
us.
play Allentown. I want to play the Lehigh Valley.
why has that never
I want to play the
happened?
19th Street Theater. That's my home.
okay.
That's where I did a lot of theater as a
Let's
kid.
let's talk about that. That'd be awesome.
All right.
You got to play the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs Stadium.
Oh, that could be.
That's
nice.
where you should
Or
play.
now everyone does steel stacks, right? Steel stacks is where they get all the entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very sad place because it used to be the Bethlehem Steel
Right.
headquarters. And it's this massive, early 20th century structure that's now been whittled down to a casino in a place where Todd Barry might play.
Well, we're trying to do something that's kind of an alternative to that whole theme. So
Right. And just for context, that was the sound of a factory, I guess.
I tried my best, yeah.
But you don't have to try it all because, again, I'm on a Zoom. All right.
that's it. Thanks, crew.
Thanks, Herbie.
Scott looked uncomfortable there. He's like,
Yeah, I'm just thinking about Bethlehem. I'm thinking about the Rust Belt. You got me thinking about the decline of American
listen, we can
manufacturing.
talk about this for a second. You got this, have you been following this? The United Auto Workers are set to strike tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's like, okay. But that's a big
deal.
all falling apart.
Yeah.
There's no good news.
Except for this show. That's why this show keeps people.
All right, I will try to stay on positive.
This is the non-bummer zone, right?
But more good news, Bill Maher's coming back. He
Oh.
can't stand being away from his real-time audience. Did you see the news?
Yeah, no writers.
No writers.
And no rider for him backstage.
Right.
No M&Ms.
On a writers, the M&Ms are on a writer's strike.
And if you haven't seen this news, there was a big announcement Bill made on Twitter. It was something to this effect. Real time is coming back. Unfortunately, sans writers or writing. It has been 5 months and it's time to bring people back to work. The writers have important issues that I sympathize with. Okay. And hope they are addressed to their satisfaction. But they're not the only people with issues, problems, and concerns, Laszlo. Despite some assistance from me, he's got to put that in. The minimal amount. Much of the staff is, I'm sure they are, struggling mightily. I'm sure they struggle mightily every single day working on that.
Right. They struggled before the strike.
We are hopeful this would come to an end after Labor Day, but that day is come and gone, and there still seems to be nothing happening. I love my writers. I am one of them. And who do I love more than who loves me more than me? No one.
Come on.
Anyways, I'll honor the spirit of this. He's not going to do a monologue, desk piece, or sit down, Vic. Or you lie down.
Okay.
No more new rules until the strike is over. So we have nothing to go by.
He's basically just bringing Club Random to real time.
Yeah. Well, he's going to have a panel, and I can't wait to see who he drags in for that.
Oh, that's gonna give you some.
I mean, would that be considered crossing the line?
I think it will very much.
If you appear on the show, as a
I
panel?
mean, as if he doesn't have WGA members.
Right.
That's I mean, he doesn't generally. I think he generally has
No,
you
but
know,
I mean,
pundits. and
right? Yeah, sure. I guess even
time-wasting
but it's still.
people.
I mean, it's just. Yeah, I don't know. It's unseemly. Clearly.
Yeah, it's a little. I
Yeah,
mean, he's
it's making
going to
money
take
for the
flack,
net.
but he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't give a shit.
Drew
He just
Barrymore
wants to get-
doing it.
Drew's not looking good.
Not looking good.
Not a good look. But listen, I just want to go on the record. I still continue to support the strike and support. Just let's figure it out.
What, have you talked AI in the show lately?
We have always returned. It's always on.
It's always on the
yeah.
on the top of the. What are your feelings on all this? Because I can share something.
Go ahead.
That I was offered recently, an opportunity to be the voice and likeness of an AI character for a big tech company.
Interesting.
First online real money wage rolling, $10 deposit required. Refinance
And it was like, we need an answer in a couple weeks. We're filming this thing and announcing it at the end of the month. I'm just like talking to my lawyer and talking to my family. Just, like, first of all, there are a lot of optics here
Yeah.
in terms of this current moment in time.
Explain what you mean by this. That there's a.
This company wanted to basically have me do 1 day of shooting, 12 hours motion capture.
Right.
Face, voice, I don't know what I would have to do, go in some kind of suit, green
Yeah.
screen. 12 hours of shooting, 1 day of work, and then it's like a 2-year license to use face and voice and be part of this project they're doing.
Right.
It wouldn't be just me, it'd just be a bunch of
Yeah,
people. And I'll be like a character that you can interact with. It's not my name.
Yeah.
Different name for this character.
Right. It's an acting job.
It's an acting job,
essentially.
essentially.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, but anyway, I ended up passing on it. But I was thinking, like, I would, this roller coaster of emotions with, this sounds like an interesting idea, exciting
Yeah.
opportunity, but one thing I thought of was my biggest fear. I mean, my lawyer's fear was this AI bot says something racist, sexist, horrible, and my career's over.
Yeah, yeah. Because they could take what you record and then extrapolate from that. and
Well,
have
that's the
them
thing.
say
It's that this AI algorithm would just kind of be chatting on my behalf.
Right.
But they assured me we have guardrails where certain words it just won't say. I'm like, oh. But my bigger fear than that, because I trusted them, and that was like, it's just going to be lame and corny. I mean,
Yeah.
telling jokes that aren't funny or whatever this bot comes up
Yeah.
with. So that was my biggest fear.
So ultimately, you're like, hey, I don't know about this.
Yeah, hey. That's it, Jared.
You
fucking asshole. Exactly it.
I want to go on record. That's a joke from. Did you see my stand-up special? I mean, my latest tour.
Uh-oh.
I just realized that's probably where that came from, yes.
So I don't want people going, hey,
Yes.
so you're just stealing from Jared Cheek, who's a guest on the show.
No, Jared's
I forgot that you're the person.
Jared's stealing from you in front of you.
I saw you in Indianapolis. It was a great show.
Thank you. And by the way, now I can take some shots here.
Oh, boy.
Now,
Here we go.
is this guy not related to Curly Howard or what? What is going on with this?
No,
I'm
again.
losing my mind.
Okay, Jared.
It's like I think Curly G's in
Curly G's
he's having
bone structure.
hyperventilation.
You're the
I got
second
from-
person who told me that.
I got the shirt right here.
Yeah, look at. I mean, that's
look
not
at
a great
that.
representation of Curly, but it's
God,
really freaking.
yeah.
You didn't see it?
I never thought of that.
Get the hell out!
I
You
never-
didn't see that?
Now I totally do. From this angle.
Do you-
distance.
I-
Mike,
take the hat
hold
off.
that up next to Jared.
Woo! Yeah, look at it. It's crazy. You don't see it?
Right there.
I see it. Not that. That's Curly G's watching this like so. He's sweating. Oh look! It's
this message. Could you please call me back?
You know, in 7th grade, I had one of those curly shirts. It was like the giant head. It was like half tone.
Did you look like Curly when you were in 7th grade?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, okay.
Curly G is better.
I was just a
He's,
fan.
With Curly G.
Curly G is over COVID now, and he says all healed.
I should hope so.
Thank the Lord.
Can you just go?
We're gonna
whoop,
grab.
whoop, whoop,
We're gonna grab dinner sometime.
Hey Mo!
What are you gonna have for dinner? Crabs? And you're gonna
Crab
eat them with the shells on?
All right, we'll do.
But I wanted to close the loop on this. So
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm the one who
No, it's
derailed
okay.
this.
So I was thinking.
All
About
right, enough. We got it.
I was thinking about more about this project, and in the discussions with this company, no one ever told me that I can't interact with this character. So I was like, well, what if I did go ahead with this?
Yeah.
And this thing's telling terrible jokes, but I start interacting with it.
Yeah.
And I just start roasting my own AI.
That's interesting.
Ripping into him. You fucking idiot. You think
Yeah.
that's funny? Explain to me how you think that's funny. You know,
Yeah.
the whole thing. I could tour with this video screen.
Yeah.
Do a whole thing. I mean,
And once it sets off, it's kind of
that's
on
it.
its own.
It's on its own.
Right.
So this is like, I know you're always on the cutting edge of comedy, Tim.
Yeah.
Have you thought about the potentials? Yes, there's a lot of fear around AI.
Yeah.
But there could be some creative opportunities when you create an AI of yourself. And I think what's going to happen is every public figure, celebrity is going to basically create their own AI, license it out, they control it. That's the
Yeah.
other thing. I wouldn't be controlling this thing.
Right.
So it's a little scary. But
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
can-
that's true. People are going to get in front of it and
get in
say,
front
no,
of it.
no, I've already done this.
Yeah.
This is proprietary to me.
You want to use Tim Heidecker in some commercial in Japan? Go
Yeah.
for it. Here's my AI. I don't have to fly out there.
Right.
You know, this Tim version can do it. So there is some utility to this, but I think there's some comedy potential too with like, you know, going on tour with your own AI, doing a
I think
a
that's
debate.
funny.
I mean, I don't know.
I
So
think that's something to think
we'll
about.
See. You'll think about it.
Let me just acknowledge Mike Adams here because he did perform beautifully.
Oh, well, thanks.
Mike, what's your deal?
My whole deal. My whole deal is I just go wherever Curly drags me to.
Bloomington, Indiana.
Bloomington, Indiana. Yeah. I'm a musician. I've got a new record coming out. That's why.
Are you on tour or are you just out here?
Just out here running amok. Yeah.
Yeah, we just picked a week to come out to California and see some buddies and help him promote his new album. It comes out next. Tell him about your new album.
Let me tell you first about Don Murrow's album. Jared put out some Don Murrow albums on Flannelgraph Records, his record label that he runs. And so we went to New York to visit Don one time.
Who's Don Murrow?
Oh, we reissued his albums from the '70s. A real synthesizer pioneer guy.
Yeah,
Great,
wonderful
great
thing.
stuff.
Nice.
He's been at it for a long time. He's an instructor, like early pioneer in the synth thing. So we go into his house and we sit down and we're just meeting him for the first time.
Yeah.
And we sit down and Don says, before anything else, before we do anything else, Mike, who does Jared look like? He said, you've known him forever.
Yeah.
Who does he look like? I said, I have no idea. This is it's a crapshoot asking someone who they look like. And
Brad Pitt, I thought he was.
He says, Curly Howard.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. Yeah.
The second time that's happened is today.
Yeah.
And he was incredulous.
It
that I
happened
didn't see
today?
it.
No, you were
No.
the second person in my life.
Oh,
to do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I love this. I love anywhere I take him. This is what happens. It's great.
Yeah.
All right. So your new record is it on Flannelgraph?
It's on Joyful Noise recordings.
You couldn't land the
No.
deal.
He tried.
Tried.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's coming out when?
October 20th.
Okay.
It's called Guess for Thrills. It's very good.
The song is that song that you played out?
It is. Yeah, that was the first single.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Half Fool.
Beautiful song that can be found on Spotify and Apple Music and everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah.
All right. Continue to chime in. I want to get a zoomer in because I'm sure that people have trivia. We've only gotten through one trivia
They
piece.
do. We've got some fancy pants who like prepared visuals and stuff. Mata? Am I saying it? Mata?
Maeda.
Kenta Maeda.
Baseball.
You play the Immaculate Grid, Tim?
No, I've heard about this. Should I play it?
Oh my God! it's the best. We can do it right here live.
Okay.
Hey guys, I got a quick quote game. Not quite trivia.
All right. Where are you coming from? WKRP?
Garage.
Nice setup.
Yeah.
Okay. What do
Thank
you
you.
have?
It's a quote game. Who said it? Garth Brooks or Chris Gaines?
Oh, we love this kind of game.
Wow.
Well, I got a quick slideshow. It's going to go with it here. Let me switch over.
You're technically correct if you say either one. I mean, they're one of the
Okay, zooming in here.
Currently, the Zoomers
I'm
are
in
in the
the
lead
shower,
with one.
Getting ready for the show, and I have soap in my eyes. I look around, and there's Steven Tyler. He's showering too.
Garth.
It's got to be Garth.
Garth Brooks.
Now, are these lyrics or these quotes that he in the media or something?
Quotes and media. Yeah,
That's not from
interviews.
one of his songs.
I would like to hear that song.
You live with your face for 25 years, and then to have it totally reshaped, it's not an easy thing to get along with.
Gaines.
It's got to be Garth.
Unless they're
though.
throwing us off here.
I think it's Garth.
Oh, right. Garth talking about Gaines.
Yeah.
Good
Final
point.
answer, room decision. What do we want to go with?
But he never
Well-
did talk about Gaines, though, maybe.
Live with your face for 25 years.
I'm saying Gaines.
Okay.
All right.
Gaines. Chris Gaines.
Okay, it's Gaines.
That's
Just saying.
hilarious. I
Too
really want to
easy.
know everything about the Gaines
Yeah, the
scene.
Gaines.
I guess there's that great not great. There's a documentary about Garth Brooks that's actually pretty cool.
Cool.
Have you
The
seen the
road
Chris
I'm
Gaines?
on is
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
There's a Chris Gaines documentary on I think Vimeo. It's VH1 behind the music. It's completely made up. It's the most amazing thing I have ever seen.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. Sex. It's the greatest thing about being a musician.
That's
Gaines.
Gaines.
No, that's 100% Garth.
Really? That would ruin his
All right,
image.
Vic's going with
Oh,
Garth.
what is it? No, it's not. It is. All right.
Gaines is like evil
he's
Garth.
said-
It's
he's
dark
talked-
Garth.
I know. Yeah, he's talked about it before. He said,
One final quote. Vic will get this one.
okay.
I want these people to crawl out of the place. I want them to be exhausted. I want them to feel what I'm feeling. Sex.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
was
far-
thinking
that's
of.
Garth.
That's Garth right there.
All right, yeah, there we go. Okay, that's it.
Wow.
Nice work.
Great
Great game.
Love the
Thank you
prep.
very much.
I like
we
the
had
Bud Light
you said it
background.
last week, I think, too.
Baby, that's what I like.
Now we have another feature that Jared's brought in some records.
I have.
Before we do that, I want to talk sports for the rest of the show.
Great.
I'm a baseball guy, Scott. I want your
Big baseball guy.
your overview or your macro vision of the rest of the year, the playoffs. Who are we looking at?
Yeah.
Who are your favorites? The Braves have got to be high.
I mean, the Braves are. I'm a Mets fan from New York.
Right.
And even last year, every year recently since Steve Cohen took over, this whole thing, the Mets.
Bill
the Mets.
Maher. Bill Maher's
a
a part owner of the Mets.
I think he might have sold. Did
Okay.
he? I think he talked about selling
Pay
and
his
making a lot of
writers,
money.
yeah.
Right. But you know who actually is a part owner? I heard this the other day. Is it the Mets? Steve Bannon has a piece of some team. I'm trying to remember who the hell it is. I don't think it's the Mets.
We'll find out.
Someone's telling me. But the Mets are perennially like Mets fans. Just this is our year. This is it. And of course, this year we come out and sign Verlander, Scherzer.
Right.
We got like reuniting these Hall of Fame Cy Young winners, and within 3 months they're both gone. They're off the team.
They're
Traded.
gone, or they're traded.
Traded.
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, the Mets. I mean, the Mets season has been laughable. They're the highest payroll team now.
Yeah.
And the last in the standings.
Look at the
whole thing
the
imploded.
Padres are the same.
Padres
They're
very similar.
Stacked with
Very
talent.
similar.
And then they
Right.
can't even get in the wild.
But so last year, everyone was, Mets, this is the Mets year. I'm like, no, the Braves are the
They're the
best.
team.
They're so good.
Yeah.
And of course, they won. And so I mean, as a Mets fan, it's hard to say, but the Braves with Acuna, with Matt Olson, you've got multiple MVP candidates on the
Max
same
Fried.
team. Max Fried, Jewish guy, Hall of Fame Jew, right there.
Dodgers are going to be in the mix.
Yeah, sure.
Of course.
Always, every
the
year.
pitching is a big problem.
Yeah.
The pitching is a mess. This Urias.
Urias.
Holy
You're out of
shit.
here.
He's done.
I mean, that's twice now.
And now you got, I mean, if you don't know the story, it's terrible. This guy was arrested for domestic abuse a few years ago.
Right.
He gets the hey,
give
try
him-
not to do that again.
Yeah. How stupid do you have to be? Honestly.
Yeah.
All these guys. Wander Franco. You hear about that Wander Franco situation in
No.
Tampa Bay? No?
No.
Ooh, boy.
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know. It's bad. 22-year-old. He's 22-year-old kid, but apparently he's like married to a 14-year-old in the Dominican Republic. Or something like that, messing around there.
Well, and then the other day,
I'm sorry. That's the same age that Ashton Kutcher kissed Mila Kunis or whatever on that '70s show.
Oh.
She was 14 and he was 22.
And that worked
really?
out.
I just
though.
learned that the other day.
They're happily ever after.
Yes.
And you got Tommy Lasorda with the Slim Fast.
Oh,
that
yeah.
whole thing. Don't get me started.
and then again last week, Urias apparently attacks
give
a
you a
woman
kiss
after a soccer game. There's got to be video of that. I heard there's video
Sure.
evidence that the cops have, but he's got to be done.
Yeah. No, I mean,
He wasn't having a great year, but
No.
he's still there's not depth in the pitching. Kershaw feels like he's on his last.
He's certainly
legs.
on his way out there. He's, 36 now, 37?
Yeah.
But
we'll
you know
see.
what? The Dodgers are...
I mean, Mookie and Freddie
Mookie,
are so phenomenal.
They've got multiple
Fun to watch.
MVP candidates too, so that could be a good NLCS, Dodgers Braves.
Oh, that's definitely coming down the line.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that it?
I just
Did you
can
grow up a
feel-
Phillies fan? Did you grow up a
Yes,
Phillies
I did. And
Yeah.
so the big contention out there is why aren't you rooting for the Phillies? The Phillies are doing well, right? They're going to get in the play.
Yeah,
the
they should be these
wild
wild card now. Like basically everybody gets in except
I'm
the Mets.
happy for the Phillies, but like I've said many times, I live here.
Yeah.
It's been 15
And
years.
you don't think about Darren Dalton anymore, John Kruk. That's the
Those
past.
are my
That's-
guys. Jim Eisenreich.
Eisenreich.
Now, if people don't, this is a
Mickey
great,
Morandini.
great baseball story. It's not really a story; it's just a fact, trivia. Jim Eisenreich had Tourette's syndrome.
Yeah.
And would be up at the bat, and he'd just kind of he'd have things
Twitching out. Yeah.
Twitching out. He's still a great player.
Yeah.
I loved Jim Eisenreich.
Jim Eisenreich. And those are great Phillies teams in the early '90s. You grew
Yeah.
up with their Von Hayes, Nails,
And yeah, not Darren
Dykstra.
Dalton, but what's his name?
Kruk, Dykstra,
Dykstra. Yeah.
Nails, Dickey.
Chewing tobacco. He loved chewing tobacco.
Oh
right?
God, they
Oh,
were
yeah.
replete with it.
So Lenny, so HQ's popping off. I'm getting like DMs now from some celebrities. Lenny Dykstra is in my DMs. And I'm like, this is incredible. Lenny Dykstra.
Bad guy, right?
Bad guy. Bad guy. But hey, So I start talking to him a little bit. Then I come to find out, then the guys I'm DMing with thinking it's Lenny Dykstra. Hey, by the way, My name's Adam. I run Lenny's accounts. I'm like, this whole thing's a sham. Everything sucks. You ruined my, I hated that.
My Blues Brothers
Tim
thing.
just got Dykstered.
Well, no, but I got confirmation. So the Blues Brothers official account has been following me and liking all this stuff. And so I'm like, and then it says on the thing, run by Judy and Dan. And Judy being Judy Belushi, who's John Belushi's widow.
Yeah.
And they wrote me, and it was we love your comedy, we love all the stuff you post. And so then I was like, well, this is coming from Judy and or Dan. So then I contacted them, and Vic, it was confirmed, is run by Judy.
Yeah.
But not so much Dan. Dan Aykroyd was speaking. I think Dan Aykroyd isn't quite as logged in. on
right.
that. But Judy sent me a nice note. Her son, the son of John Belushi, apparently, or maybe not. Maybe it was from a second marriage.
I don't know if he had he was not
John
old
Belushi
enough to have kids.
I think he was in his 30s.
Was he in his 30s? Yeah.
But anyways, by the way,
Here's Johnny.
do you know the story about, I don't know the full story, but apparently Ashton Kutcher, since he's in hot water right now, everyone's in hot water. Jimmy Fallon's in hot water. Big hot boiling water. We knew this about Jimmy. By the way.
it's
it was sort
pretty
of
common knowledge.
it was like, he's like
toxic
a
little volatile.
he's got a little problem. Right?
That whole injury was apparently drinking
Oh, I'm
related.
sure, yeah.
Tumbling down. He's like tumbling down the stairs.
We're gonna be tickling each other's fancies.
He's like, who Jimmy Fallon reminds me of is Andy Capp. He like walks into work with bubbles coming out over his head.
I have an Andy Cap shirt in my store.
I bet you
actually.
do.
Yeah, throwing darts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Do they still have the Andy Caps?
Hot fries?
Fries, yeah, the hot fries. Those are the best.
No, but Ashton Kutcher story
probably
I
still
heard. I don't know the details of this. That he witnessed a murder. No, he discovered a murder
in his house, right? And then
somebody was stabbed
in his house,
and he lied about. He apparently lied to the police about it. Like he called everybody but the cops first.
It took 2 hours to call the cops. He called like Scientology
He
people.
called Danny
wasn't it,
Masterson.
related? Yeah.
Can you write me a letter? Can you write me a letter now?
Yeah.
He thought he was being punked, probably.
Yeah. Wow, they did a good job. This guy's not breathing. Looks so real.
Jeez.
So that was the kind of conversations you have backstage are these kind of conversations.
Sure.
We're having them on the show.
Yeah.
You're airing the dirty laundry.
But yeah, people are all upset about this letter and the video that followed. The video that followed seems like it was worse.
I don't get it.
He tried to do an apology or something?
There was him and Mileb did a apology video
the
for the
lesson
letter.
here that's should have been learned 1,000 times by now is just let things lie. You
Yes.
screw up, let it lie. The news cycle will take care of itself.
Now,
I
you
wouldn't
see-
have heard about this letter
Right,
had
right.
they didn't make a video about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Well,
yeah.
you-
Wait,
but
so
would
don't
you-
apologize for anything.
I mean, you take the L
Act
and
like
just,
Trump.
Just bow out. Just go quiet.
Or
you
just
know?
do what Bill
Would you
Maher's
have written-
doing.
would you
Maher's
have-
not going to apologize for
Would
his
you have
stuff,
written the
know?
letter at all, though?
Would I personally?
Well, was it bad advice to write the letter?
I can't get in their mindset. Look. First of all, I wasn't following that whole Masterton case closely enough. I don't know what the hell the guy did. Apparently, the guy's a terrible human being for what he did, ruined people's lives, and he deserves to be in jail. I don't know. So
I think I think there's a little leeway to say like this person
They're friends,
truly
they
has
were-
been a friend. This is how I know him,
Right.
And I know it's not going to do anything. It's just
I
we're just
know
going
him-
to throw it up there, and at least I did that,
Right.
for
So-
my friend.
right.
But
So it's
I
like
wouldn't do it for any of you. If you get in trouble, you're dead to me.
And by the way, didn't work. These character
Yeah, it
letters
didn't-
don't work. It's basically a gesture. So it's more so for, I feel like the person writing the letter is like, I'm doing the least I can do
Yeah.
for this person who was a friend and colleague for many years.
Right. Maybe it goes down the line when it comes to parole and all this stuff. Obviously, we want to consider ourselves tolerant people. That if you commit a crime, you should be punished, but there
Right.
should be some road to redemption.
Right.
There should be some. So
There's still humanity there, and this guy's life is now, just as he ruined others' lives, his life is now ruined.
Right.
But that's what you get. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's complicated, and just everybody keep your noses clean and do right by people, and you don't have to even worry about this stuff.
Life is just a
Don't-
fantasy.
Yeah, Arias, all these people, just like being nice. Don't abuse people. Don't. Yeah.
So Jared, you've brought records in.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun to bring some records, tell you guys what's popular in Indiana these days,
Okay.
what we're listening to, that sort of thing.
You could drop in.
You guys have this.
You've used one of these?
I don't want to break it.
Do you want to give the history? Like, where is this record from?
Well, this one was found in the basement of the local record store when they were moving locations. They were like, "Hey, we have a bunch of trash down here that we haven't really gone through. If you want it, you can have it." And it was mostly actually trash. But I found this, which is a real gem, and really brought a lot of joy to me and Mike. So I was just gonna play this. We don't have to play the whole thing. I brought a few more.
Yes,
we can see how it goes. Play as little or as much as you guys want.
You want to get you don't want to play it without announcing what it is.
So this one is one that is from a box of old Square Dance Calls records from Louisville, Louisville, Kentucky, is where they were pressed. This one here, I'll play it and then I'll hand you the sleeve so you can take a look.
Okay.
What size is that? Is that a 33?
45.
45? It's a 45.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, folks.
Here you go, Tim.
Circle to the left. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
This is called Aussie Tempos.
Yeah, it's an Australian Square Dance Call.
Left out a man and weave the rain. Imagine all the people.
How you square dance?
Wait, so they're circling to the left this whole time.
So people wherever are doing an old-time square dance whenever this is pressed in the 80s to imagine.
I thought they're supposed to change up the dances. You know, circle to the left, circle to the right.
Well,
I
listen,
think
here
you
it
just
comes.
know it already.
Okay.
Do the do-si-do.
It mixes in the lyrics to the instructions. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Touch your corner, scoot back there. Swing the corner good and promenade. I hope someday you'll join us.
Tempo's fantastic.
And the world will live as one.
Oh, they
Anyway,
kinda
you can-
get-
yeah,
that's
so you can-
terrific.
you get it,
Great.
yeah.
Yes, I don't need to hear the third verse. of
Right,
that.
you get it. Yeah.
It's such emotive calling.
Beautiful.
I
It's
used
better
to do
than the
square
version
dancing
I.
in high school. Did you ever do square dance in high school?
No.
Like gym class.
In
class.
gym, yeah, in
Right,
gym
gym
class,
class.
yeah.
Yeah, this Midwest thing.
It was Alley Cat.
It was better than the rendition of that song I heard right before the ball dropped on New Year's Eve. I think last year, CNN's big.
Oh, yeah.
The song before the ball drops.
They did an Imagine thing.
This
Didn't they?
woman with a piano player does like a very, very dour version of Imagine. Like, all right.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay.
You want to do another one real quick? Do we have time?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This one, if the guys, I should have mentioned this to you earlier. If the Vic and Doug have any Casey Kasem drops,
Oh, I was about to play it.
Yeah, give them 20 minutes.
that'd be the time.
I got.
This is it's from the MGM release No Blade of Grass. You guys, have you heard this song?
I haven't heard. Is that a movie?
Yeah, you're in for a treat.
No.
No blade of grass.
Want another one?
No blade of grass grows,
Oh.
Whoa.
and birds sing no more. No joy, no laughter.
It was a 4 a.m. call time for Casey.
You should play this before the ball drops.
Gone. All the answers. Lost. All we've won. Gone is the hope that life will go on.
What a bummer. All right.
It's a real grim bummer
Strange
song.
request, but I'm quite sincere, and
You
it'll
can
be
transfer
no
these
harm.
digitally, right? You can make these available as drops for future shows.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
You're gonna want those.
All right, let's get one more
Oh
and
my
then
God!
we'll take some
I
calls.
just realized you were talking about
Want another
Casey
one?
Kasem, not Casey and the Sunshine Band. I thought it was the guy.
I'm ready.
Wait, those are different
The whole
Caseys?
time,
I
yeah.
thought that was the same.
Oh, no,
I'm just kidding.
God, okay.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
I have one more. Let's do maybe one more of these Square Dance ones, just real quick.
I'm Casey
please.
Kasem.
Rule of threes. There got to be one
Yes.
Yes, this one's on green vinyl.
Seasonally
Okay,
appropriate.
good.
more. Wow.
God damn.
Good.
I'm not going
Here
to
you
say
go,
all
Tim.
that shit.
Oh, no.
All right. Hey, what the
I'm
hell
ready.
am
We
I
have
doing?
one of my favorite songs of all time.
Sykes face, grand square.
I was working in the lab.
It's a Square Dance
The
Monster
Monster
Mash.
Mash.
The Monster Mash.
From the slab began to rise.
This is from Bruce Williamson Jr. Let me get a picture of Bruce. I don't know if we can see that. Get a close-up shot of Wes, where should I get it? Very small.
Swinging promenade. You know he did the mash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash. With a head
Okay, good.
Four hands you go.
You got all that?
We got it. All right.
Something's up with that record.
Thank you. All right, let's get back into Scott. That was great.
Scott's got more shirts,
good.
right?
Scott's got more
Well,
shirts
This is
to
a good
show.
segue, actually, because we're talking music now.
awesome.
So I put together, I self-produced a segment here. I hope you indulge me. I got a lot of music tees in the shop.
Yes.
And I brought some of your favorite musicians' T-shirts, and I thought the group of us, we could sort of comment on them, maybe rank who has the better merch.
Okay.
So your two, I know Clay Aiken and Ruben Studdard. Those are the two that you love.
For me, no, I'm not too familiar with that. But
No,
God
it's
bless him.
Bob Dylan
Yes.
and the Beatles, of course.
Okay.
Bob Dylan and the Beatles. So we'll start here
It's
with.
gotta be some bad Dylan shirts.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you know, I have some examples. So this
I
is
like that one.
This is
Oh, that's good.
88,
That's good.
1988, 89. Bob Dylan. This is official merch from
with G.E. Smith. Yeah.
Smith.
Wow.
That's
So
kind of cool. He
pretty
has
cool.
the band
huh?
on there.
I actually did sell another version of this without the G.E. Smith back hit. It's called. So this is. We know it's a popular shirt because I did sell one.
I prefer Panasonic Smith.
G.E. Smith, Tony Garnier. That's a pretty cool shirt, right?
Yeah.
88. Here's one from 92. 92 East West
It's
Touring.
very 92. Yeah. It's like that's sort of the unplugged, MTV unplugged kind of look.
And you got the reverse negative on the back there, which I kind of like the front and back.
Yeah. I'd almost want to wear the back on the
Back,
front.
yeah. Bob Dylan tour.
Psychedelic.
Pretty cool. So these are official merch tees, right? Now, do you know the difference between like official merch and then the bootleg?
I think we can all
figure it out.
get there pretty quickly.
So this is some people prefer. I'm one of these people who kind of prefers the bootleg version.
Cool.
Frankly. So this is a bootleg, 2007 now. Bob Dylan. Now again, you know Bob didn't make this himself. I don't know if you would have approved of this shirt, but check out the 2007.
Look at the pecs
flatten
on
it out a
there.
little bit?
The amount of flesh that we're showing there.
Look at the pecs.
The pecs.
Wow.
Straight cleavage.
2007.
Straight up cleavage.
And in the back, we got some different shots of his younger days there.
That's a shirt for a big man.
Amos Lee, Elvis Costello opening for him on that
Oh,
tour.
yeah. Oh,
Did you catch that tour? This is the
no.
the legend, fall tour 2007. Again,
Crazy.
2007. That's 15, 16 years old. That's
Yeah.
a vintage shirt too. So these are pretty cool shirts. Do we like? Which is our favorite of these three? You like the boot? Are you a boot guy?
I go with the first one.
You go with the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one I would actually probably wear.
Probably one you
out of
wear?
the three, yeah.
Now we got Macca.
Oh boy.
Okay, so Macca's
This is
got a
gonna
lot of
be
shirts.
trouble.
So this is interesting. This is an
Hey,
official.
when you leave it, make sure to stop by the merch booth, yeah?
Now this is 2005, and this is official.
Sometimes I hate that I love Paul McCartney. You know, it's-
I mean, this
That
is
looks like an Elvis Costello pose.
It
right?
does.
totally.
Yeah.
Is he wearing the
Only-
shirt
he's-
that you're holding?
He's kind of wearing the sweatshirt
And
version
one of
the
his
shirt.
legs is stuck behind the
US.
bottom. Yes.
Kind of looks
I
like he's
broke
taking
me
a
leg.
dump.
I broke me leg. I'm stuck.
I think he's taking a dump, T.
That's an official 05. Here's an official 02.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Driving
lame.
USA.
Is he wearing a
tour.
sweater?
Something's weird about that.
Yeah,
It's like it's
he's
supposed
wearing.
to be his, yeah.
He's
Oh,
trying,
let me Christmas sweater, yeah?
he's trying to be
It
modern.
looks, like
I guess.
it looks like he's climbing a fireman's pole or something.
He's doing a strip dance, pole dancing.
So again, those are the officials, and we like those.
We should make sure people can see these.
Okay,
Are you
yeah,
okay in there,
yeah.
Wes?
We see that- and then
What is this?
Here's a 2005 bootleg.
Oh,
This is
that is not a flattering shot.
It's like they took a 60s haircut of his and just put his new face on.
The artists don't have control over the
That's
bootlegs.
amazing.
It's like a mugshot.
Do we have a picture of me with the bee stings on my face?
And this might be my favorite because, well, this is in LA. This is up and coming tour 2010. Maybe you caught this one. Coming to Los Angeles 2010. This shot right there, another
Hey, all right, yeah.
over the shoulder.
Got to hit somebody over the head.
Turn the lights off.
Yeah, how does your merch look?
Oh, Jared makes it. It's terrible.
Jared's doing it. Got the up and coming tour in the back. So Mac has got some shirts. Ringo, not to be outdone. Whoop, too heavy for the C-stand. Ringo and his all-star band. Now these are 2000 and. This is actually like a late.
Does he get
90s
to
one.
any of his MS Paint art? On
What do
his
we like here? Do we like him in the leather
Did he
jacket?
extend his nose? That's big again.
Is that his? Oh my God!
Imagine
This is
Ringo
a
with a big sax.
1998. And wait, how about this? Mine with John Entwistle.
He's got the band too.
yeah.
Randy Bachman. Billy
original.
Preston.
I like the what font is that? It's like Trans World Productions or something on the back. It's some like TV credits on the
Yeah.
back.
Ringo Starr.
Featuring, and then this one's 2003. This is going to be
That's
Peace
some of
and
his
Love,
art.
Ringo, right here. Peace and
I'd
Love.
wear that
I
one.
would wear, yeah.
And I like this one too. It's got the back hit. We call it the back hit with the faces. Got Sheila E., Colin Hay.
You got Casey Kasem down
Casey
there.
Kasem.
Oh, that's
Who is that on the bottom? It's not Casey. Who is it?
Mark Riviera.
Mark Rivera.
Hi, it's me,
Mark Rivera.
Casey.
Okay.
I don't know if he's an all-star.
And it does have it does have the MS Paint feel on the front too. Though, the
I like that
background,
one too. So between Macca, Ringo, Bob, what do we like? Who's got the better tees?
They're all equally
They're all
pretty
equally
shoddy.
pretty
I think the Bob's probably got
Bob, then Ringo, then Paul.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's my attempt
All
at a
right. Thank you
segment.
very much,
All
Scott.
available at Quiz Daddies.
Scott, can I did ask earlier,
Yes.
do you have an answer for where do you source your
Where do I start? So I've been collecting for 20 years.
Oh, so you have
I
like
started in high school. I would go thrift shopping, Salvation Armies, Goodwills, and I still do that. Estate sales in LA are amazing.
I bet, yeah.
And then, occasionally I'll go online and look for particular things if I can find something. But it's about the hunt, I
Yeah.
like going out, finding something, letting someone else enjoy it, make a few bucks on the back of it, and put that money back into buying more. It's fun.
Great.
It's a fun little
Can I
hobby.
apologize quick? I didn't realize that Mark Rivera is Billy Joel's saxophone player.
Oh, okay. Put him in the Joel hole.
True all-star.
By the way, I have stickers for all three of you guys, by the way. We can put them on the
Imagine
keyboards
Ringo.
later.
Oh,
and
God.
Yes, I mean,
computer.
yeah,
Here.
they love
Right
putting
here.
stuff
there
on
you
there.
go.
They're like college kids with that stuff.
I know.
Let's take a zoomer because it's been a bit.
Yeah, let's check in with Griffin here.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Griffin.
Tim, Doug, Vic.
Hey, I
Oh,
know
Griffin, I
What's up,
haven't
man?
seen you in a long time.
Where are you
Long
at?
time no see. Hi.
You're like a worldwide traveler. Where are you at these days?
I'm in Seattle, Washington.
Oh, he's back. Oh, there's a vintage
Rocking the
T-shirt
shirt,
right there.
yeah.
There you go. Yep.
I want
My
that
Tim
one.
and Eric.
Oh, wow.
Tim and Eric
Uh-huh.
tee.
A lot of fun.
Is it past 15 years ago, though?
Not that one.
See, it's not vintage.
I think a Rats Off to You shirt would do really well.
Rats
It's like
Off
an
to You.
original.
I remember
print.
seeing those. I
Yeah.
did not buy one at the time. I
yeah.
passed on the red. Now I want one.
Disgraced musician Lizzo wore one of those recently.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a knockoff. It wasn't the
Oh,
original.
okay.
I don't think. Anyway, Griffin, how are you?
Doing good. I want to segue into the vinyl talk, music talk, and talk about Jeff Lynne.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
So
I like that record.
What's your thoughts on Jeff Lynne? He went into the Songwriters Hall of Fame this year.
Well, who doesn't love Jeff
of the best.
Lynne?
How could you not?
Yeah.
One of my favorite songwriters of all time. This is my favorite record. Anybody have any favorite songs?
What's
or
your favorite
records from-
record of all time, or just your favorite Jeff Lynne record?
Favorite Jeff Lynne record. My favorite record from
big hit off that
ELO
one?
is probably Discovery.
Mine too.
Ooh, I don't
That's
know that
mine
record.
too. That's my
Oh,
favorite.
you got like
I
the
love
Japanese
Wishing.
import, or is that how it looks?
Yeah, this is the Japanese import with the OB.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Of course, I love some of the records he produced, Full Moon Fever, and the George. Well, if you some of it sounds a little dated.
I don't know.
but
I kind of.
I love
that
it.
record
Yeah.
feels
When
like
was
I want
Fab, I
want
like
that
Fab.
record to sound a lot better than it actually does.
I want
Maybe
that
he'll
to
re-record
Jeff
it.
Lynne.
How do you feel about his work with the Beatles? I love those songs, but I know it's yeah.
It's fine. I don't really. I love the Traveling Wilburys record quite a bit. Like that's one of my favorite records. And he,
He also produced Roy.
And that
Yeah,
Roy
he did the
Orbison
Roy
record is
Orbison.
fantastic.
He did
yeah.
Del Shannon's last record too.
Yep.
Do you know that Bono dreamed the title track to that record?
Which record?
Wait, what?
Mystery Girl. Yeah. That
Kept
Roy
him in a
Orbison
dream?
record.
Wait, Bono woke up with a dream and he called Roy Orbison?
They met Roy somewhere. You two met Roy somewhere, and they're like hanging out, and they're like, "We should write a song." Okay, whatever. And then later, you two's doing a sound check, and he's like, "Hey, what Roy Orbison song is this?" And he starts like humming "Mystery Girl," and Edge is like trying to figure out. He's like, "I dreamt this" or whatever. Like, and they thought it was Roy Orbison song. It was stuck in his head, and then they just wrote "Mystery Girl" and then gave it to him.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
All right.
One more, Griffin.
Cool. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. What do I got? I got this Electric Dreams record that he
with Marauder.
Dreams of the
Yeah, I
theme
think
today.
so. Yeah,
Yes,
Marauder.
that's
Yeah,
true.
Giorgio Moroder.
Oh yeah, Electric Dream.
Oh, I think this is just a
We'll
single.
be together.
Let me see. I think I'd have a traveling Wilburys.
Has anyone ever
record.
seen
Oh,
Jeff
yeah,
Lynne's unobstructed eyeballs?
That's a rare sight.
Do you have any?
That's a great.
Do you have any idle race?
Idle race, yes.
Oh, he
let's
does.
see.
Oh, I don't know that.
We don't need your proof.
Now is he? He's all on Discogs.
Look at that.
Here's one.
There we
It
go.
is. Wow.
Is that the original group or something?
That's like his. Yeah,
Here's his eyeballs.
Before
here.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, before he joined in with Roy Wood in the
Unobstructed
Move.
eyeballs.
Now,
Is that like his psychedelic 60s
Yeah,
band?
you would
his
like it.
first-
You'd really like that.
Idle race.
His hair has maintained the exact same look. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Floofiness. Yeah.
It's all
Is that a
real.
perm or is it like a? Is it
It's a
natural
set.
curl?
Yes.
I think everyone.
All right, Griffin. Thank you.
Oh,
Wow.
look at that.
Thank you.
Now we're talking. There we go.
Okay, look at those eyes. Nice
Uh-huh.
and bright.
I see you
These
put some
eyes.
glasses on.
Anyway, I love Jeff Lynne. I love you, Tim. I love all of you. Thank you for having me.
What do you guys think Jeff Lynne's doing today, right now?
Yeah.
He's living
Playing-
the good life.
Playing
Right.
with his robot. He has.
I
that
want a
robot in his
Christmas
house.
album from Jeff Lynne. That's what I want.
He's mastering something.
Doesn't
He's
his-
like
isn't his-
remixing an old album.
Like his house is totally wired for a studio, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's got this. There's a great video of him like redoing some of his old songs.
Doing covers. Is it?
I think that was for like publishing copyright reasons. Like he re-recorded all his old songs so he can maintain ownership of them.
Taylor's version.
Okay.
Maybe one more call, Matt, and we'll wrap up things with the gang here with some final thoughts,
this is
final
good.
observations.
This is
We
robot.
we do have some more quiz folks. Daniel
Daniel
Bartel.
Daniel, my brother.
That's me. Hey guys. I got
Hey.
some. I got a trivia question if you'd like one. So this is about bees. What mathematical concept do bees understand?
Geometry.
A pun.
Right, like a riddle. This is a
Yeah,
riddle
is this a pun?
thing.
Is this
Oh, is this
This is legit.
This is
This is for
just a
Scott.
legitimate question. Yeah, for Scott or for anyone.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, I'll let you take first crack. See if you get it right.
Mathematical concept?
What mathematical concept
Well, I'm
do bees
thinking.
understand?
I'm thinking geometry. I'm thinking hexagons and the beehive.
That's the obvious
shape
answer.
Of the,
Is he right?
Can I wait? Can I guess? Can I
Yes.
guess? Can I guess? Can I guess?
It's not geometry.
Is this? I don't even know if it's a math, but acoustics.
It's not math.
Fractal.
I think it is,
Mathematical
isn't it?
concept. B equals MC squared?
You're getting close.
Oh,
Physics.
See?
No, that's not math either.
No,
Math-
where they
math
dip their antennas in the flour and they sip it. What else?
That's
That's
dowsing.
well,
Not
All
really math.
they do a little
okay,
dance, and then they know where to tell their other bees
Fractals.
where the flowers are, right?
It's the Pythagorean
the answer?
theorem.
Yes, the answer is
They understand the concept of the number 0.
interesting.
Because that's how many bees are about to be left, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the perfect trivia question because you're like, interesting, and then immediately go, there's nothing I can do with
How do
this.
bees
Right.
know about the concept of zero?
Right. What's the proof of this?
And how do you know this? And how did they?
There was a study where basically they had bees kind of select through reducing numbers, and we were able to determine that they could figure
It's
out
hard
what
to get
zero
into a
was.
bee's head, though. I don't know if you're ever going to
Yeah,
be able
I
to
mean,
fully confirm that.
That's a great example of a trivia question we would never use on HQ.
I think Jerry Seinfeld might have some insight on bees.
There you go. Thank you so much. Did you see this picture very quickly? Can we put this picture I have up on the chat, Matt? You have that? The UFO,
the news, yeah.
Mexican ufologist. You see this story?
No.
Mexican. I don't have the story here. I just have the picture. A Mexican ufologist claims to show 2 alien corpses to Congress in Mexico.
I saw that. That's
Look at
cool
this
that they
guy.
finally found some aliens.
We're getting so close here to this alien thing.
at this
The-
guy.
The lid's coming off.
What does this look like to you? To me,
Can I see it?
Sorry, I'm trying to.
we're working on it.
Jared.
Did Aaron Rodgers discover
No,
this one?
This looks like Baby
Oh,
Yoda.
my God. Yeah.
Look at that. I think it's just because of where he's laying, but look, do you see the ears?
Sure.
Where he's laying. He's
Well, well, no, like
Oh, yeah.
there's the things
It was like
behind
in
it.
a, it was in
hear
a
you,
road
yeah.
case almost when
But
they
what
showed
is
it
that?
on that
It looks like
video.
a statue, though. It's not like
World? Right. That's a mummified corpse of
Tim's
a
all
alien.
in on that. You believe
No,
this?
I don't believe
Tim's
it.
all in. He thinks it's real.
I have
He's
no,
laying.
no
Yeah, this
interest.
was made a color me mind. The guy just put together a
Yeah.
clay figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
Anyways.
about
Here's here's another shot with the expert.
Oh, so there's a different shot that makes it not look like Baby Yoda.
Would aliens have eyes and nose and mouths? Do you think? Would they? Would they look like us
Here
that
it
way?
is. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Or would they be right
case.
there? They could be anywhere on their person.
Or is
I
one in
like
this room
seeing
right
him in this case here.
Case.
Wow.
Dum da dum.
Lying in
Oh no,
state.
what's the
He's
funeral?
lying in state. Yeah.
It's so skinny. What's this guy on? Ozempic? Every time I hear Ozempic, I think, Ozempic.
Auto parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the same thing.
Ow! Then he goes, at the end of that jingle, he goes, ow! O'Reilly Auto Parts. Ow!
Former guest. Former guest.
I
of the
could make
show.
a more realistic looking alien like
I know,
with
I
diapers.
don't- I'm
with
not buying
this
it.
stuff.
What were you saying?
I was saying former guest of the show, Lizzie Cooperman, has a great joke about us. She's like, there was traffic. I was trying to get here. I took Pico to Ozempic. There was traffic on Ozempic.
All right, one more call, please. Or a hotliner, if you wish.
Yeah, let's check in on the hotline, see what's cooking there.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Oh,
This
is it Tim? Is this another guy named Tim? 630?
This is going to get confusing.
Hotliner Tim, are you there?
Big thank you to Mr.
I am
Tim
here.
Heidecker.
Hello, Tim.
Hello.
Sweet home,
Wanted to,
Chicago.
Where are you calling from?
Wanted to say, I'm from Phoenix, but I'm also still from Chicago, so that was a good drop.
I can't do any more drops. You're
How
on the
can
call.
we help you?
So I wanted to say a quick happy birthday to Alex, who's listening or who will be listening. But I had a question for you guys. I've never heard you talk about the Trinity killer, and it's a big true crime thing right now. And what was really creepy about this guy to me was he would make the people he killed dig their own graves, which is super disturbing. So I wonder if you guys have heard about that.
What he made?
He made them dig their own graves. I think that's practical.
What, he's going to do it?
It takes a lot of energy to kill someone.
Right.
Trinity Killer. I haven't heard. I don't follow
Yeah,
all
he-
this true crime crap.
Yeah, it was really creepy. He made the victim dug the graves. The victim dug their own
Trinity
graves.
Killer. I get pictures of.
The victim.
what's
the victim dug their own. Tim,
He's doing a pun. It's a pun. It's a pun.
The victim dug.
Doug.
Get him out of here! What's weird is, you know, what came up when I typed in Trinity Killer is John Lithgow.
Yeah, yeah.
What if we found out John Lithgow was a serial killer? It
Wouldn't surprise me.
It would be like, oh, really?
Marion Henderson's on.
He killed Dexter's wife. Spoiler
Yes.
alert.
All right, thank
I'm
you
gonna let him
very
use my
much.
special mic.
Again, thanks to Settlers for Catan for sponsoring today's episode. Let's go around the room real quick just to make sure we're all on the same page with what we're here for and why you're actually doing this. I know it's for craven reasons.
Yeah.
Craven.
Court ordered for me.
This is your duty, your jury
Yeah.
duty.
Where can we find this? You have a couple of companies right
I
now.
have so Flannelgraph Records is on a 10-year hiatus right now, year 3 of a 10-year hiatus, and are releasing new things. Although you can still get Vic's the vinyl.
There's actually
Vic's
some
album
right
put out.
here on the
Oh yeah,
ground.
unsold on the tour.
There we go. Great.
cut out bin. There's
Cutouts.
little cutouts. That's so the new thing I'm doing is Talivar souvenirs. Most notably to office hours fans, is I do Neil Hamburger merchandise, so like shirts and hats and
Yes.
personalized messages, that sort of thing.
Have you done anything for us directly?
No. But,
Okay.
we can talk afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just here with Mike supporting him as we promote his new album. Vic and Mike are playing a show tonight at Resident downtown LA. It's free. It's Vic's first show playing his songs in like what
20-some
20
years.
years.
You're gonna play like?
I'm gonna play
Are
some
you
songs.
solo? Or do you have a backing band?
Mike's
Mark,
drummer is
yeah.
this week. They've gotten together and
Yeah,
learned.
we played.
his,
Play some songs.
I tell you, it's
bunch
funny.
Of covers,
I did this
too.
show the other night, the Nick Thune show. I was more nervous doing that show with in front of like 40 people or however many people, like 70 people there, than like the big shows at Webster Hall or wherever we were.
Is it because you can see them more?
I can, and I was trying some new stuff, but mostly it's because of how small it is.
I
It's
understand that. It's like somehow more nerve-wracking when there's like 10 people.
Yeah.
More of a microscope on you.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And Mike, your record's coming out
October 20th. Guest for Thrills on Joyful Noise Records.
and you do a show on online as well.
Yeah. Jared and I need some help actually workshopping a Dykstra. that we've got
squeeze
that
me?
has fallen into our laps. Actually.
A Dykstra?
That's right.
Should we tell him?
Yeah.
So Mike Adams has a pretty common name. Shares
Yeah.
the name with, there's Mike Adams, the health ranger. He's like a big anti-vaxxer, very
Okay,
popular.
cool.
RFK Jr. is like
Uh-huh.
in cahoots with him, whatever. RFK Jr. Got confused and followed Mike Adams' show.
So now we have
on Twitter.
access to
So
his
now we
direct-
can
Oh, you're
direct
calling
message-
that a Dykstra.
A Dykstra. We coined a Dykstra today.
Right.
So now he has access to not only direct message Robert F. Kennedy Jr., but in a way that he's going to think that he's his buddy, the anti-vaxxer.
Wow.
And
Cool.
you guys might have some ideas on the best
Yeah.
what
We
to
just
do
gotta
with
figure
this
out what
I mean, the obvious one
opportunity.
is, hey, Bobby,
Yeah,
I just got vaxxed.
right. Yeah,
Hey,
you're saying like, yeah.
Listen, man, I think we should do it. I think
My-
we should do it.
I got some bad intel, and
Yeah.
turns out. Anyway,
Why don't you say that you've just had a meeting with John F. Kennedy Jr. and met him in a dark alley last night.
Yeah.
He wants to connect with you again. He misses you.
Perfect.
MikeAdams.info is your website.
Oh, that's right.
I love that.
You have a video out today too, right?
Today. New
Yeah,
video
you have a
out today.
video out now too because you just performed live on the
That's
show.
true.
Two
Wow,
videos.
2 videos in a day.
Wow.
A lot of love for the music on the show. Of course, Ruth Garbus
Yeah.
last week was terrific, and she's terrific. I went to go see her last Sunday, and it was great. None of these guys wanted to go. They wanted to go, but I mean, it was hard for me to go. It was like Sunday night, wasn't going to start till 9 or something. I gotta go.
Glad to
I'm
be
gonna go. I
here.
went by myself. I knew I'd know people there. Anyways,
Their record's on Arindel Records,
Yeah.
which is run by our good friend Owen Ashford.
oh, super.
Yeah, great guy.
Seems
Advanced
like a
bass.
nice label.
Yeah, really, very great. Yeah, great stuff.
And now, Scott.
Yes. I'm,
Are you
well,
gonna- I feel like we need to have Scott back.
sure.
I hope you felt. Somebody made a comment. I think we had Chris Fleming on last week, and someone laughed about, oh, they don't give him any time. I don't know if they laughed about this, they said, or they said it's hilarious how little time they give to the guest to talk. And I go, what can I
feel
do?
like I got plenty of time.
Well, Tim, you were watching too much Club Random. It's rubbing off on you.
I know.
Well, I appreciate
But,
that you came in with a bit with
Yeah.
stuff to show.
You know,
done.
I, when I come into something like this, I take it very seriously.
Some people don't.
I take it very seriously.
Not saying that Chris didn't. Chris was terrific.
No, Chris is great, but
Yeah, Fleming could have brought some stuff to show, some show and tell.
But this is, I respect the production because I've produced my own shows for many, many years. I know what it takes. I know the
You're a fan of the show.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of all of you. But it's also I'm a fan of shows. I'm a fan of when a producer like Matt comes together and Wes, all these people working on the show. This is not just let's fuck around. Like you're putting your time into this.
Yeah.
This
And I'll
is-
tell you, those guys out in there, when we were during the first hour,
I mean, these guys are fucking around.
they're
let's
just
be clear.
they're working, but they're also having a great time laughing
Oh,
at you.
that's nice to
most
hear.
people on these shows are just like hating their
Right.
lives, like, oh, I gotta do this, but they're just
Well, they do that
giggling
because
and
you're in the
laughing.
room. They're putting on a show.
Okay.
Scott, I want you to privately contact me to tell me what we can be doing better here.
We'll
I don't
go-
want to air this
yeah,
out, but
yeah,
you're a student of these kind of
I am,
shows.
I am.
You're a talk show host
Yeah.
yourself. What could I be doing better? But more importantly, what could the other people involved in
Yeah,
the show?
I'll have a report card ready.
Yeah.
But no, let's go to a Dodgers game. Let's
I'd love
do
that.
that. Let's
Yeah,
hang
I
out.
mean, season is winding down.
Yes.
I've got to take my daughter if you don't mind hanging out with her.
No. I'll take.
You seem disappointed. no, if that works too. You're like, me and Tim, we're going to drink some beers and party.
I can babysit. It's fine. No, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. And
and the
documentary, which we never mentioned once, which is fine.
Which is fine. I highly enjoyed it. It was very illuminating, very dramatic.
Where is it?
Lots of twists and turns.
It's on Max.
It's on Max. It's the story of the rise and fall
Yeah.
of HQ. What's it called?
It's called Glitch.
It's a problem.
Glitch.
The name is a problem because it gets caught
It's hard
up
to
in
Google
other things.
Glitch, right?
But
it's there's more, we can maybe talk another time. But there's
I thought that was Mitch McConnell documentary.
There are stories I can tell you that weren't included in the documentary that we can get into.
Yeah, it's very funny. The funniest part is when you become the CEO of the company.
Yeah.
You're like, all right. Does that entail a corner office?
Right. Like, what are we talking here?
Yeah.
That was wild, man. The whole thing is crazy.
Yeah, it's
but
so
you can-
funny that happened to you. It's so funny that happened to you.
It was
I don't know,
funny.
It was a great moment in time.
But I would say people ask me over the years, what happened? What happened? Because this was, for those who are uninitiated, like this was a massive thing for 6 months.
Yeah.
But like millions of people playing. The Rock was co-hosting, Danny DeVito, Kevin
Everybody
Hart,
wanted on.
everyone on, and then it's gone. And people since it's been 5 years now, like, what happened to that?
Yeah.
I can finally say there's a documentary. There's a
It
whole
explains
90-minute.
it all.
Watch
It's
the whole thing.
fascinating, and it speaks so much to now the world we
Yeah.
live in with Bitcoin, or like
Tech.
crypto, all this stuff. It feels like this is one of the great stories of that.
A lot of
that
themes
generation.
being explored. So there's that, but you know,
Hey guys,
I had nothing to do with it other
crypto
than
dad,
being.
here
a
you were very
talking head.
generous in the.
Yeah.
I mean, you become a very you are a big character in it, but you're very generous with the way you talk about it and look back on it, and it was a very well made film.
Yeah,
And,
Salima Karoma directed it. Shout out her, very good. And I've got my store, Quiz Daddies. I'm working for a couple other companies doing sports card
doing sports
breaks
stuff.
and
you do like appearances, or like you go places and host things.
I was at
like-
the All-Star game in Seattle doing On the Field. It was incredible. I'll tell you about it
Uh-huh.
later. But basically, this app I work for, Fanatics Live, it's called. Fanatics is the big sports apparel
Yeah.
company. They have an app they launched a couple months ago, and it's live sports card shopping essentially, because everything went virtual during the
Right.
pandemic, and this is a chance for people to buy packs of cards because sports card hobby shops pretty much don't exist anymore.
Right.
But you can go on the app and people open the cards live on the camera. You can see what you get. They get shipped to you. There's a whole community just like
Right.
this, chatting, talking about it. And if you like sports cards,
Well,
Fanatics Live.
what's your take on real quick? Sorry, I
Yeah.
kind of want to get this in. Is all the sports betting happening now?
Oh, yeah.
that seems
Wild.
nuts.
It is wild.
And the way it's integrated into
Yeah.
like into the marketing and into the games themselves, it feels like you're getting stats put up that are like, targeted right to people that are betting.
It's a little troublesome.
FanDuel,
I'm not a bettor myself.
No.
And I would say, the sports card thing is a bit of a gambling because everyone's chasing these big cards, right?
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I would say if you have that in you where you're like, you want the action, you want the juice, get sports cards. It's lower risk. You actually have something tangible to show for
Right.
even a loss. You still get some cool
Or
cards.
there's people that collect records, the people that
Yeah,
do
exactly,
the t-shirts.
exactly. But it's like what could you get? That's the element of it. But the sports betting, I had a conversation with someone the other day about NIL in college, and the fact that now all these kids are getting paid. And he was talking about how there could be a time where, because these athletes are on FanDuel, their
Yeah.
faces are being used, the team.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what these athletes go, I want a piece of that action.
Yeah.
I want a piece of the betting
But
money
then
that's
you're
coming
like-
in. But now
then-
we're like,
then you're in a Pete
now
Rose
we're in a whole,
situation.
right. Now
Right.
that can't possibly happen, right? Pete Rose needs to be in the Hall of Fame, by the way, if they're doing this betting thing now. Like,
well, sure.
Let's make that happen.
I don't
ASAP.
know all the details of
Crazy.
that. But all right, that's I love talking to you
Yeah.
about everything.
Yeah,
We didn't even talk about fish. Oh my god.
No, my God,
Ooh,
fish. You're
Ryan's
not a fish fan.
No,
We
but he
should.
is.
I know, we should.
I'm nothing against.
Talk about
fish.
your burping issue, which I also shared.
I've been burp free today.
Yeah. SIBO? Is it SIBO, Tim?
Is what?
SIBO? Have you been diagnosed with anything?
No.
No.
I
okay.
mean, it's all when I drink these
okay.
these carbonated
Oh,
waters.
I see.
I'm pretty healthy.
Okay.
Otherwise, bowels are
Sorry
very
to
clean.
assume.
I don't even wipe anymore. Doug, you wiping still?
Huh?
You wipe?
No.
Nah.
I dipe.
Diapers. Yeah.
I don't wipe. I
Don't wipe, dipe.
And finally, Doug, when do we lose you on this tour?
Check out Pound House on YouTube. I'm going to tour ericandretour.com. I'll be opening up all those dates.
You'll be back next week
It's not
before
going to. No, not. I'll be here next week.
Okay.
Yeah. Various scattered dates.
And various Vic Bergers will be appearing
Things will
tonight.
be happening, yeah.
Oh, can I
And-
mention I'll be in San Diego with Brent Weinbach in a couple weeks.
Yeah, let's not mention that right
Check
now.
that out. It's the same day we're doing the Joel Hole, so we got to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Joel Hole will be pushed to 2024. We'll do a Joel Hole election night special. Election night, we talk about
Instead of
Billy
watching
Joel.
the election, you watch Joel.
All right,
Counter-programming.
Thank you to everybody listening and watching. It's a pleasure. One final plug, totally unsolicited. I have no stake in this, nothing, but my favorite thing is back. It's from the Oast House. It's Alan Partridge's podcast that you got to pay for on Audible, but I just blew through the third season. It is the funniest thing. I was listening to it last night in bed, laughing out loud. I play it back for my wife. She's wondering what's so funny. She's laughing. It's just so well done, so well made. Nobody makes me laugh quite like Alan Partridge, so you can get it on Audible. No one's asked me to plug this. This is what I love.
He's the best. I love him.
The best.
Well, can I just quickly tell you this? I mean, I'll ruin it a little bit, but he tells this story about how he likes to he's very good at giving eulogies for people he doesn't know. And he goes, it was like the time when Prince Philip died.
You know, Prince Philip. Remember, he was like
100 years old. Yeah.
And he goes,
Save the king.
I'm at the racket club, and this boy comes in crying, and we say, what's the matter? Speak. He said, Prince Philip is gone. And we were all stunned. We were all in shock. He goes, how could this have happened? He just treated it like it was
It's untimely tragedy.
Yeah. Oh, it was so funny. I mean, we were just walking around in a daze. You know, you couldn't believe it. Prince Philip, the king, the Duke of Edinburgh, is gone. How? Why? Oh, it's just that nonstop. It's the Gibbons brothers who write it with him are so funny. It's so well done. So from the Oast, he goes, from the Oast House.
Oast House.
It's so great. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. OfficeHours.com is where it's all. No, it's not. Patreon.com/OfficeHoursLive.
Thank you.
Tell your friends. Again, we're looking to incorporate more uncles into the show. So if you have an uncle out there who you think needs a laugh, send it your uncle's way, and we'd appreciate that. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for listening.
Big thank you to Mr. Tim Heidecker.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I suffer from extreme anxiety. I'm basically not capable of functioning in society.
White supremacists. My butt's been wiped. 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 My butt's been wiped.
My entire life right now is about owning the libs. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
We can make liberals cry again.
That's it.
Let liberty ring.
PP. My entire life right now is about owning the libs.
I went to sleep. I woke up 2 hours later after not sleeping for 3 days. I went to sleep. I woke up 2 hours later after not sleeping for 3 days. I love you, Daddy. I love you, PP.
COVID-1984 is here. Keep your mask on, buddy. Here's Johnny.
Phil? Phil, I'm warning you.